Good afternoon from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet. I'm Joe Hawk. We're waiting that first injury report of the week. Thursday, Titans play on Monday. Yeah, you kind of get it. But what we do know is that today at practice, the following players were not seen on the field by the media. That'd be DeAndre Hopkins, Derrick Henry, Joe Jones, Big Jeff, Danico Autry, as well as offensive lineman Daniel Brunskill. Now, some of these could be rest. We'll find out a little bit more when that injury report comes out. Now, on the field today for the Jaguars, in at least a limited capacity, was quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Remember, he has a high ankle sprain. He was limited, but he's still working to try to play in that game on Sunday against the Browns. And tonight at 7:15, you'll be able to hear New England and Pittsburgh right here on 104.5 The Zone. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, though, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Thursday edition, coming at you live from Mount Juliet. Buffalo Wild Wings, that is where we are. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. The party is going down today. Make sure you get out here. Your chance to win Titans tickets, Titans gear. Also, coming up at 4:45,
okay,
the Ron Slay Wash Away
that's right
Toast, presented by Miller Lite. And if you are here, not only will you get to partake in the toast, I did see the funnel in the truck.
The funnel is on deck.
You'll also get a free Miller Lite. So how about that? Titans and Dolphins coming up on Monday. We'll talk about that if you want to.
Why wouldn't it?
Well, hey, we'll talk. How about the good news that
Positive
King will
vibes.
play? There you go.
That's what he says.
The King says he will play.
But does he know?
The King's out there, baby.
I feel like the King just gets to do what he wants to do.
We'll get to that. I mean, yeah, if the King says he wants, a sausage McMuffin for lunch, you give it for him.
King want to play. King gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
If the King says he wants to play, you let him play.
You would best be doing.
Who's going to tell the King no to anything?
That's the best question right there.
I mean, we already proved that with the concussion protocol.
Correct.
Hey, this is concussion protocol. You're in it. No, I'm not. Okay, you're not.
Fun while it lasted.
It's like Jedi mind tricks.
Nope.
Like Vandy.
Oh, jeez.
Just saying.
Listen, I cannot get that segment of our show and my life back, so we're not going back to it.
Vandy was 17 players in the portal.
Hey, it was 18 yesterday.
Oh.
Well, it was really 17, but I counted one that they got from MTSU.
Oh. Nah.
They put them all in together. You got to watch the arrows.
Everybody rolling.
Yeah. South Carolina's trying to catch him. Juice Wells, star wide receiver in the portal.
No.
They've got 15 in the portal.
He's a dog too, boy.
Yeah.
Dog, D-O-G, D-A-W-G.
A lot of problems for a lot of teams in the SEC.
He's not going to Georgia, is he?
No, Ole Miss. Well, I don't know, but currently.
You said dog, D-A-W-G.
Oh yeah, that's true. But maybe a Rebel or a Bear. Are they Black Bears now?
Who?
Are they officially the Black Bears? Ole Miss. I'm so confused with the Ole Miss thing.
No. Black Bear.
No. They
That's
just
what
had to
they
get
are.
rid of their actual mascot.
Bears. They're the Bears.
They're the Rebels.
No.
No, like they got under fire for being rebels,
Really?
so they had to change to the Black Bears.
Nah, they can't be that.
That's a definite story. Y'all look it up.
They can't.
I know,
be
but
that.
they didn't change they just got
mean,
rid
we
of
all-
their rebel mascot.
We all call them. Oh, they got rid of. Colonel Reb died.
Yeah, he's gone.
He got assassinated. He got assassinated by the woke people.
See you bye.
I mean,
That's right.
politics aside, that's what happened.
Then they did that whole open vote, and they chose the Star Wars character, and so they had to go away from that. And then they found.
Oh,
a bear.
that's right. Who was it? Do you remember? Jar Jar Binks?
I believe it actually was Jar Jar
I think it
Binks.
was,
I think
yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Literally the worst Star Wars character in the
Which
history of
is
Star
why
Wars.
he got
characters.
voted. They're like, "Oh, you don't do that?
Yeah,
Then
can't
he
you
put him
do,
on the sideline?
Can't you do the Boba Fett's?
Yeah, I mean, like, so they said, "Fine, we'll just get a bear."
Boba Fett was always the
The
coolest
shark,
to me.
they have the shark, like land shark.
Which
Well,
makes
that
no
was that was the
sense.
Marshall Henderson thing.
Yeah.
What's he up to?
Marshall Henderson.
He's on somebody's staff. I
Talking
think.
trash to somebody. He was on Ole Miss
So
staff for a second.
it's Tony the land shark. and it's Rebel the black bear.
I told you it's Black Bear. See, y'all going to just
Rebel
come
the
out here
Black
and
Bear.
say I don't know anything.
I mean, because Colonel Reb is dead.
Yeah, he got assassinated.
He gone.
He gone.
He got discommunicated. What do you call it when you get removed from society because of something you said?
Disruptive.
He's being
Canceled.
disrupted. Canceled. Yeah,
Canceled,
Colonel
that's
Reb
it.
got canceled. That's what it
Canceled.
is. He just disappeared. Like, they tried to beam him up to somewhere, and he just didn't reappear anywhere. He just got lost in the beam.
He probably in the Bermuda Triangle.
And then here come the Black Bears.
Oh, no, you
Dawn told
trying?
you.
You trying?
Dawn told you.
They're not no black bears.
I mean, they're still the Ole Miss Rebels, but their actual like physical, where you see the mascot dancing on the sideline
It's a
kind of
bear.
thing, is now Rebel the black bear.
Has he been over there?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So if he ain't in the Grove, he ain't there.
I mean, really, Juice Kiffin is really the
I'll accept
mascot.
Who
it.
is Juice Kiffin?
Lane Kiffin's dog
Oh.
that he
He got his own
adopted.
social media and everything.
It's a rescue dog, I think. Right?
So they're going to get Juice Wells because his dog is named Juice?
That's what I was gonna say. Juice Wells to Ole Miss
How's
to
Juice
hang out with Juice the
a rescue
dog.
dog. And
See,
so
here-
much nicer than your rescue
Here's
dog.
another side problem that we've got going
I
on.
don't know what. How did that happen?
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Here's another side problem we've got going on. So we're headed to Boston after the show. So if you're at the airport and you're flying out like 7:45, say hello to us if you see us roll through security.
You gave him the time and everything.
I mean,
All right.
how am I going to hide anything?
That's true.
I mean, it's tough to hide us rolling through an airport.
Damn sure ain't happening now.
That is true.
And Dawn will be like 25 paces ahead of us. Like,
Flying.
and we're walking as fast as we can.
Flying. You're on.
I mean, flying. Where
Gotta
was I going?
up your airport walking game.
So Slay packed all this cold weather gear.
That's right.
Yeah, because we're going to Boston. It's cold.
I'm prepared.
But now you're hot.
Yeah, I got
You,
warm in
you
here.
just started peeling off stuff.
Yeah, I'm warm. I'm cold. I'm prepared for the cold weather going up north. Down south, we ain't really like that. Get in and out the truck. Get on where you got to get to.
So it doesn't matter as much down here.
Nope. Except at night. If you
Yeah,
try to
on
smoke a cigar.
Saturday we're going to be outside. I think we get to the stadium at 9:30, and the game's not till 2 or 3. 3 Eastern.
Really?
9:30 Eastern, 3 Eastern. So we'll be there for like all day. It's supposed to be in the 50s.
It's only
Unless
gonna be
Dawn
cold
gets
in the
arrested
morning.
for petting a horse
I'm
or something.
I'm gonna most definitely see the preliminaries. That's my thing. Everything that happens before the game.
The walk on,
All
the
that.
pageantry.
Well,
it's awesome.
the what's the name exchange? The
Prisoner
Prisoner
exchange.
Oh, that's the coldest part right
Yeah.
there. Talking about energy. They be super hyped to see their homies. Hey, but me, after that, I got a place to be.
You think that's what happens when they get to midfield and they start running to the other side? Like, my homies, my
Hell,
homies.
you don't see how they jumped that damn wall?
Yeah.
they be
Well,
ready.
they do.
Yeah, they be ready, boy.
They scale the wall.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. But then I got a spot that I go to. It's called the press box.
And it's inside and
Slay,
heated.
Slay
quiet.
finds like an empty
Oh.
portion of the press box. And like we all know because he disappears. And then we find him and he's asleep, sitting straight up.
It's the quietest place on earth.
Yep.
I've never seen a place quieter than this.
Especially at Army Navy.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like it's so
like
much.
sometimes
Everybody
in
don't say a
SEC
word.
press boxes, like people are loud.
Still
or
milling
See,
it
that's
out.
what I
Still
like. I like
cheer
that.
or
Yeah,
talk
it's
or
like
whatever.
the
Army
library.
Navy is like silent.
Some of the best sleep that you'll ever have. I'm telling you.
That's why I don't ever sit in the press box.
I love it.
I mean, I will tomorrow.
And
but-
they
or Saturday.
And they cater good. Woo. That
Oh,
food
yeah,
good,
yeah.
so you get good and full and go to sleep. Mm-hmm. See y'all after.
Brownies.
Well, but then
brownies.
toward the end of the
Although
game-
this is a different
It's a
stadium,
difference.
so I don't know.
Yeah, New
Foxborough.
England might not be that good.
Oh, they've got the largest jumbotron in the history of jumbotrons.
What the food like?
Well, I don't know.
See.
Come on, priorities, Mayor.
Philly
I
had
know-
them cheesesteaks. Them
I've been once,
Woo!
and I sat
Them
in
bad boys was good.
the Peopleville. That's where I always sit. I never sit in the press
Peopleville?
box.
I've been
Yeah, it was
3
stands.
times in the press box, but I don't remember.
See,
That's not a good sign.
I'll tell y'all.
Yeah.
All right, Dawn Davenport is here.
Hi.
In Mount Juliet.
What up, Babsy?
At
What
Buffalo
up?
Wild Wings.
What up?
There she is. Come
Let's
on, Zeph.
go.
I do have to say this about Dawn Davenport.
What you gotta say?
That I was on time today.
I was expecting her. So we were meeting at the radio station for Slay to drive us to the airport. So we only had to valet 1 car instead of 3. You're welcome, Paul Mason. And then he's our program director. And so we get there, and I'm certain that Slay's first, I'm second, and then Davenport, though we were supposed to meet at 1:45, would show up at like 2:05.
Nope.
Nope. Pull in the parking lot. There's Davenport.
Guess who was first today?
Dawn Davenport was first.
Thank you.
Power
Thank
to the
you.
women. Dawn Davenport
Look at that.
represented
Thank you.
today. I was
Thank you very
second.
much.
Slay Dog came in last,
Late, by the way.
but he had a good reason.
He who is first shall be last.
His reason was he said
And he,
he said you
he
got to
who is
factor in
last shall
extra time for Dawn Davenport, and I'm like, Dawn is like a soccer game.
He's like, I'm not getting here earlier on time. Babs isn't going to be there.
He who is last shall be first.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
So I was
know.
really first.
I mean, I just kept going.
But Mickey,
I liked
the first family looked at me like, they looked at me. That wasn't it.
That was
That wasn't it. Reverse it. Reverse
I
it.
just wanted to get to my Dawn is like soccer.
Oh
joke.
yeah, thank you, Yoram.
Yeah, because Dawn has extra time.
Yes, you did.
Here's the
right.
thing about Dawn. Dawn will usually leave like about when she's supposed to be there, but she'll go 100 miles an hour. So, Slay Dog's here too.
I'm in the building. Babs, your computer hanging off the edge. Like, can you move?
It's making you nervous?
Man, what? I know it's a Eggy Bop gonna come by bopping and it's gonna flip and it's gonna be over.
Got it. I got this.
Made me too nervous right there. It's about to drive me nuts.
By the way, I just texted Zeph something, and he goes, "Who is this?"
Who is what?
Me. My phone number.
He then, what she doesn't know is he then screenshotted the number and sent it to me. He's like, who is this? I was like, I don't know. So we figured out I had to go to the station directory and look at all the numbers with Dawn's. I went, oh, it's Dawn. Dawn texted you.
You guys.
Yeah, you have a weird area
Hey,
code.
Zeph, how you
It's
don't
an
know
Atlanta
Babs?
area
I
code.
saved your number 3 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
She's Babsy in her phones now.
Yeah.
Definitely what she is on my phone.
So I think like when you text someone, even if they don't have your number in your phone, in their phone, it should just say Babsy.
Should come up automatically.
Yeah. Here's what we got going today in the last segment of this hour, 3:45 segment. Your chance to win Titans-Texans tickets. Also, your chance to win a Titans hat. We'll do it again at 4:45 and 5:45. At 4:45, a Titans polo and Titans-Texans tickets. And at 5:45, Titans-Texans tickets. We have additional giveaways on the promotions table. That is what Eggy Bop is in charge of. So I'm sure it's running smoothly. Also,
He's not even over there.
you see him start to bop over there because he
Yep.
knows we're going to say he's not over there.
Yep.
Look, Bop, there's somebody over there filling out a
And
form.
you're not even over there.
Come on, Bop. He's getting pictures. He said, picture pages. Picture pages.
Picture page.
Join 104.5 The Zone, 3HL. That's us. Today at Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet for the Titans football feast. Stop by for your chance to win Titans tickets and giveaways each hour thanks to Miller Lite and Buffalo Wild Wings. Plus, $10 54-ounce pitchers of Miller Lite.
Boom.
54 ounces of Miller Lite for $10. You get the Duckets, you get the Miller Lite. That's what's happening. Next Thursday, we are live at Buffalo Wild Wings in Dixon. All right, we'll talk about Derrick Henry. He says he's good to go. Take a little look at this series at a glance with the Dolphins and the Titans. Next, 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. Buffalo Wild Wings, Mount Juliet. That's where we are. Come see us. We'll be right back. You need your mobile plan to keep you connected while not feeling like you are draining your bank account to afford it. From Xfinity, the home of the 10G network, the future starts now. Discover the nation's best-kept secret and switch to Xfinity Mobile now with the best price for 2 lines of unlimited. Join the millions who save hundreds a year with Xfinity Mobile, one of the fastest-growing mobile services with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. $30 a line per month with unlimited data. When you get 2 lines, switch to Xfinity Mobile, rated #1 in quality and #1 in value. Mobile plans starting at $15 a month. Save hundreds a year with the best price for 2 lines of unlimited. Get nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Mix shared and unlimited data options with your family, all on one plan. Streaming more or using less. Switch between unlimited and buy the gig anytime on the Xfinity Mobile app, so you only pay for what you need. Automatically connect over 20 million to secure Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide to save money on data. Xfinity Internet required. Terms and fees are extra. Data thresholds and actual savings may vary based on weighted average of consumer reported savings compared to charges for top 3 carriers. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Hope you're having a great Thursday. That means tomorrow's Friday.
We almost.
Oh.
Almost there. No, that was me. I like to cut mine off instead of pointing in different directions and stuff. I controlled it.
Just in case other people.
There you go. You never know.
Are you saying that Zeph might leave our mics open?
Well, I'm just protecting myself.
Zeph, would you ever do that, brother?
No. Purposely. I think so.
A man of many words.
Yeah, no.
Davenport's wearing the throwback Oiler blue, though.
She's ready for Sunday. Next Sunday.
No, Monday. Oh, next Sunday when they wear the uniforms.
She's ahead.
Uh-huh.
It's a little lighter.
It's not jersey-rific, though. It's like a really nice sweater.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Good job, Yor.
Well done.
Brent Norton, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. The Miller Lite Watch Away Toast coming up at 4:45. If you are here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet at 4:45, you will get a free Miller Lite while they last. We've never run out, though, so there's that.
Right.
One of the bartenders wearing a throwback Derrick Henry Oilers jersey. Derrick Henry says he's ready to go.
He is ready to go. And he's ready. He ready.
He told Jim White, he said he feels good. He's ready for the Dolphins. He said, quote, I think the league is trying to be cautious with head injuries, which I respect. It's all about player safety, but I feel good. Just got my bell rung a little bit.
We actually have that. We have Derrick Henry talking
Do
today.
it.
What did it sound like as opposed to me reading it?
Yeah, like I said, seeing something today, felt like I could return. I felt fine. Just took a helmet to helmet hit, and if they seen enough where I couldn't go back in. I wanted to go back in. It was hard to watch, but I respect that decision.
Do you make a play at that point? You make a play at that point and try to fight to get back in, or there's no such thing?
Just watching the game, I can't find it. It's their decision. It's their call. It sucked, but you gotta respect it. I want to go out there and continue to play and have to win, but it's a difference.
How
Did you feel
now?
anything even at the moment from the hit? Did you feel anything at the moment even from the hit or not?
I just got hit in the head and let the barrel run a little bit, get back up, shake it off, try to go back in, but that happened. So
That was Derrick Henry in a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
Right
well,
there.
they do run that fan over there in the media area. Although, why would they do that now? It's cold outside. I was
what do
thinking
they
about
call
it.
it? It sounded like he had just come out of the, what do they call that thing? The centrifuge, like where you go around in circles real fast, like you're going to go in space. Did y'all see that movie Space Camp back in the day? Oh, Spies Like Us with Dan Aykroyd and them?
I never seen it.
None of the above.
Yeah, I'm a bad
So I was like trying to think back.
I was trying to hear
Has
him.
there ever been a time where like you remember Derrick Henry getting his bell rung?
Not like this. This was like he got up woozy. Like almost
He did. Like everybody on the field was taken aback by it. Like even opposing players
Because we don't ever see it.
Not like that.
were motioning for
because
the
he went airborne.
training staff to come.
Like he went airborne, and the linebacker was on his way, and boy, he rocked and rolled him. He was actually horizontal in the air, and then got hit.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it was the hit or was it him hitting the turf. But
Well, regardless, it wasn't
got him.
concussion.
no, not according to him. No.
Crazy.
That's right.
Isn't that weird to get taken out of the game for a concussion and then
Not
psych?
have a concussion.
Yeah.
It's a psych.
Remember that?
It was the psych.
I'm like older than you, but like it's almost like we were in the same era
yeah.
of high school.
I remember that. I definitely remember that.
Because
But
it's
yeah.
just all old.
Yeah. So on the side, no, all the kids like say bet and psych and all that stuff now.
They do.
And they think they're smart about it. I'm like, hey man,
been saying this stuff.
We started that.
yeah, you and your all right bet, get out of here. I mean, I'm glad I like it because now he speaks the same language, but whatever.
But it ain't doing nothing for him.
But by the time he got on the sideline and he was talking with one of the Titans trainers, he looked clear as a bell.
Yep.
I don't know. That was a weird one. He says he's good.
Well, I hope everybody else around him is good.
Who am I to doubt the king?
No, don't you?
Well, guess what? He needs to be good on Monday because the Titans need to eat the clock.
You know what's scary about Monday? Three and outs.
Run the ball.
All the 3 and outs the Titans like throw out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you start rolling with 3 and outs against the Dolphins, you're going to be down 28-0 like that.
Yep.
It's. I don't.
How are they going to defend those receivers?
17.5 is what I was betted at.
I like how you go through key numbers.
Just saying.
16.5 would have done you right, and you could have still won with a 17-point win.
Boosted.
Or loss.
Boosted.
Do you think?
How
Do
are
you
they
think
gonna-
it's going to be that ugly?
Yes.
Yeah.
You really do.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got no Big Jeff to slow things down. Like I'll put some responsibility on Danico. We just got finished talking about 4 weeks ago. Man, Danico ain't supposed to be playing that many snaps, but they need to hurry up and get Tierra Tart back. So now he got to be thrust out there. Maybe they bring Jaleel Johnson up. He tweets a lot, like turns on the tape. Maybe we get to turn on the tape and watch him from this game, and that get us something. So I don't know, man. Without Big Jeff out there, man, that takes away double teams. Like, who else you doubling? Plus, they already getting the ball out quick. I'm just, good gosh, man. This is going to be a tough one, dog.
He gets the ball out quick.
Very.
So, I mean, one team scored 70 in a game. How many games would it take the Titans to get to 70?
Oh my gosh.
Man, at least 5.
Yeah, somewhere between 4 and 5. If they average 17 points, 4 is 68.
Still short.
Five.
So that's what I'm saying.
Games.
5 all day long.
So, like, if the Dolphins go up 7-0, and then the Titans throw a 3 and out out there,
Then it will get ugly.
and then it's 14-0. Then what?
You know what they do in high school? You know what that means? Start up the bus.
Go home.
It's time to go.
Party's over.
What? And listen, I'm all hope.
Oh, me too.
Believe in it.
But if you ask what is really going to happen,
But
in
you
your
gotta-
opinion,
you got to give me some. No, you got to give me something to have hope about.
It took the Titans until October 1st to get their 70th point of the season this year.
Oh my gosh.
See, you didn't even have to do that, huh?
I'm just letting you know. Scored 15 against the Saints, 27 against the Chargers, 3 against the Browns.
me and Slade need hope. We don't need that.
Yeah, that just took us all the way back.
Well,
Golly.
27 against the Bengals. That's how they got to 70. So there you go.
Okay.
Need another Bengals game.
Yeah, Joe Burrow was messed up in that game.
Just now getting back. Ain't nobody messed up in this game except us. On our side.
Big Jeff being out sucks.
That hurts.
Because here's the thing. If
That hurts morale and
if
everything.
you zone Tua, they've got those quick-hitting plays where he fakes the handoff and boom, that pass is gone because he knows where the zone is.
Mm-hmm.
So he's so quick with the football. If you go man-to-man, good luck with that if you don't get to Tua.
Is it a possibility?
Which corner you want out there running around with Tyreek Hill for 5 seconds?
Ooh.
He'll be in the damn end zone in 4.1.
I mean,
Does anybody out there, hey, like, we need hope. Anybody out there got it?
yeah, please.
615-737-1045. Dawn,
Come
you
on,
asked the
man.
question, and you got upset with us, so do you have hope?
No.
Okay, well.
That's that. Bob, you got any hope?
Oh, Bob,
Let's
get
see.
over here. Get over here.
Come on,
Honk.
please,
Give Bob a
please,
microphone.
please, Hunk.
This is hope from Bob.
Reverend-
against the
What
Dolphins.
This
is
is
the
Reverend Bob.
where does your hope come from that the Titans will have a successful Monday night outing?
Well, there's always a chance that Tua turns the ball over. Last few weeks, he's
10 interceptions.
There you go.
10
No.
interceptions.
The
Bob. Bob. In the
Reverend
house.
Bob. Reverend
Yeah.
Bob.
Take it, yes.
Yes, we've been saved. Bob comes to the rescue.
Tighten up. There you go. Bob.
Turnovers.
Bob said, screw the Dolphins.
Turnovers.
Who's going to force them?
Who's going to
Well,
get
I don't
them?
know, but
Who's
somebody
going to get to them?
send that tape to the Dolphins.
Okay, let me think.
Let them know.
Dang.
What are you doing over
Trying
here?
to scoop. I couldn't scoop.
Well,
Hey,
now,
so
now
I'm
we know
thinking-
there are 2 tables under this
Yeah,
table.
so I'm thinking Amani Hooker can get one.
Okay.
Amani Hooker can get one. Then the buck kind of stops.
So with Christian Fulton out, that means that McCrary goes out of the slot again.
And that's what we don't like.
Although he did have one on the outside.
But
That's
does
true.
he?
He had one on the outside.
Yeah, but I like him in. I like him in.
Yeah, he's
What
giving
if
up some big plays on the outside.
I know. That's what I'm saying. What if you leave him there?
Oh, against this team, I think you got to roll with the best.
Let
Like,
me go look at this depth
whoever
chart.
your best are,
Let me get
they got to be outside.
get this depth chart together, man.
Because
so,
Tyreek will end up inside too. He goes all over the
He
place.
does. Yep.
so is that what today is? Fine Hope Thursdays?
Fine Hope Thursday, throw punch Thursday.
No, it's usually throw punt
Oh,
Thursday.
yeah,
That's right.
Can we throw punch Tua? Can he feel it from Miami?
Maybe so. If he can.
Did you
we got
guys
some.
watch
Or
Tua,
Fort
by the
Lauderdale.
way, on the Manning cast?
No.
Yes, I did.
He was really entertaining.
Yeah, he's good. So are the Mannings. They're really good. And he played well off them. Yeah, he's good. They're also, aren't the Dolphins the Hard Knocks in season?
Yep.
Yes.
I was told to watch
It
that.
is
I haven't
so
watched
good.
it. Is it?
Yeah.
It is really,
It's
really
already
good.
out?
Yeah, they're 3 episodes in.
Dang.
Yeah,
What have I been doing?
I wish I'd tell somebody.
Right.
it is a really good. It's
I
really
heard
fun
from a
this year.
friend. Like, I didn't even know.
Yeah, in fact,
We
Tua
talked
is
about it before.
Not that I know of.
Tua is a
You
Michael
just don't
Bublé
listen.
fan.
That might be
He
true.
loves Michael Bublé.
Tua likes Michael Bublé?
Yep.
They're like big musical family. Like his brother
crooners?
is really good on the ukulele.
Oh, yeah, well, that's Hawaiian.
Yep.
So who you want? Outside.
Outside.
Corner.
Yeah,
Trey
who you got?
Avery or Eric Guerra? Which one would you like?
Trey Avery got beat for the touchdown that lost the game the other day.
Maybe he wants to
Eric
redeem
Guerra
himself.
is an undrafted, isn't he? Undrafted free agent.
He's a blue collar,
Okay. Okay.
tough, $2 steak type guy.
$2.
Do you? Don't put him in that
Oh, that's tough.
category.
That's tough,
I
ain't
think
it?
I
Some
think
nice
he's-
analogy there, Jr.
I think he's got some talent,
I do too.
but you don't want to put him in that position or that
Okay.
situation, right?
Right. So you want to go Anthony Kendall? Because you got Sean Murphy Bunting on one side. McCreary, if you keep him in the slot. You can you can put Anthony. You got Anthony Kendall, Trey Avery, or Eric Guerra.
This sounds
your
like
option.
the beginning of Major League.
That's your options right there.
Oh, I don't know. Who the hell is this guy?
This guy's dead. Well, you can put him. You can put McCreary on the outside and put Eric Guerra in his spot.
What do the
don't
the
like
grounds
numbers.
crew guys say? They're still Shiano.
Did not know if you were going to say it or not.
I got you. Don't worry, hunk.
I don't think we've ever had to dump Davenport.
Nope.
Have I been dumped?
Uh-uh.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
you did.
Yep.
What did
What,
you
what
say?
were we talking about?
I can't say it. They had to dump me again.
Well, what were we talking about?
Oh,
Was it an F-bomb?
No, it wasn't a
Started
cuss
with
word.
an R.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. We don't need to go back down.
That one does. Yeah.
That's true.
No, but there's been no F bomb
No F-bomb.
I've been dumped multiple times.
or S bombs.
But you hadn't been dumped, and then you went on like a little streak. You settled back down.
The best one was when I was doing the show with Clay Travis, and I said the S word just like in conversation, like anybody does. And then I stopped, go to the next thing, and Clay was looking at me, and I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "I don't think you can say that on the radio." I was like, I think I almost said it again, and then I had to dump myself.
So someone said in the chat, put him on Waddle. Put who on Waddle?
Put who on Waddle? Yeah, exactly. What you said. It's a great question. Mickey got dumped once.
Did he?
He was trying to say "butch, please."
Yeah. Tightrope right
I
there.
thought you were allowed to say that word. No.
Which, but with the B?
Yeah.
I've
I
never
don't think
said
you can
that
say
one.
it together with nothing.
Okay.
You can maybe put the ing on it. In action.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good action.
Turn it into a verb.
Um,
Yeah. Okay, I think X is out there, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Maybe X could offer some hope.
Here we go.
X, what's up?
Here we go. No, we don't.
We don't have any callers.
Oh. What am I looking at?
you were looking at like 2 days ago.
Am I?
I think so.
I am looking at yesterday.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
I'm about to
congratulations,
just
X.
take over.
No.
Congrats, X.
X, great take, man. He
Yeah.
offered, was that him offering hope?
Some of y'all are already a mile up in the air.
How perfect
That
is
was
that?
good right there.
Go ahead. Give us some hope. Dead
My gut
silence.
That's
Yeah.
and see that right there. But that's it. That's the mirror image
Here-
of hope.
Here's some hope.
Okay.
It's from Tuesday.
If the Titans can run the ball,
Yes.
if the Titans can have a little bit of success,
And Tua turns it over.
and Tua
10
turns it
turnovers.
over,
10 interceptions.
and they run the ball and keep that Miami offense on the sideline, there is a chance.
Babs, you have to add one thing to that.
No,
You do.
I don't want to add that.
You have to.
Why?
They have to score. They can't just run the ball and keep them off the sideline.
Well, no,
They gotta
I'm
score,
talking
though.
about like making sure it's not a bloodbath.
Oh,
Oh, that ain't gonna be
this is
enough.
the anti-bloodbath thing.
That's not gonna be enough. We gave the ball to who did we just play?
The Colts.
The Colts. Remember they had a 10-minute drive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a 10-minute
And then
drive.
you know what the Titans did on offense right after that 10-minute drive? Longest drive since 2011 for the Colts. The Titans went out there, 3 and out.
3 and out.
You do that against the Dolphins?
It's like
Number one, they ain't kicking the field goal on the
No.
10-minute drive, and they're not going to have a 10-minute drive. They'll probably score 21 points in 10 minutes.
Mike McDaniel will go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Like with them weapons, listen, y'all. A-Chain, Mostert, Waddle, Tyreek Hill. What's the tight end? The tight end is a beast, too.
Smiley. I think that's his name, seriously.
I thought you were talking about the one being in the studio.
No, not Smiley, that one, no.
Producer Smiley? You think you can play tight end
You
for the
just
Dolphins?
played him last night, didn't you?
Yes, he's the one that I made fumble. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I thought it was Smiley.
Okay.
Wait. For those that don't know, Hunt plays the games on
He plays the game.
Wednesday nights
Madden.
on Madden before
Durham
the game.
Smythe.
Smythe, not Smiley. Smythe, yeah.
So we call him the little baby Hunt Titans because he plays on Madden. How did this game turn out? Titans Dolphins with the little baby Hunt Titans.
I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, so you take it for what you will. There was total domination on one side of the field, and that was by the Titans.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
No. Yeah.
hope.
That's it right
Hope.
there.
What was the final?
Final was 35-14 or
What?
35-21.
The Titans
That's a
haven't scored
slaughterhouse.
35 points in 3 years.
That's why it was shocking to everybody, including myself.
Let you know we on the video game.
I had 2 turnovers, 1 pick in the end zone. I had Smith, Amani Hooker knocked him out and caused a fumble.
Okay.
King rushed for over 200 yards.
See, no.
Tyreek
Now you're
Spears,
talking.
Tajay Spears had a touchdown as well.
See,
35 points.
35.
Are you looking up when the last time the Titans scored 35 points was?
Well, I know they haven't. Like the 28 was the most since 2021.
wow.
I don't know about 35. I can look it up.
See, the Titans can do some things. Like they made Pittman have an okay day.
Right.
It was Pierce that got loose.
Pittman.
Michael Pittman.
You have-
Didn't he
was
catch
all-
11 balls for 104 yards? or
okay
something?
day, brother. Okay.
For Pittman.
Yeah, okay.
But you also
the last time the
you
Titans
have to
scored
factor in
35.
the injuries and
Yeah,
where this
like
team is now. That's the problem. Go ahead. Last time
I'm looking for
35.
hope, man.
Is that hope? That Pittman's day with 11 catches or whatever it was? Is it
Solid day
over
work.
100 yards?
Solid day, man.
Oh, my gosh. This is where we are.
Pierce killed us.
The last time the Titans scored over 35 points was the 2020 season, final game of the regular season against the Texans when they scored 41.
How about that?
3 years ago.
2020.
Boy, those were the salad days.
That was a COVID year.
That was before 17 out of 20.
Wasn't nobody there. So nobody saw it.
Oh, that's right. A tree falls in the forest. Titans score 41 in a game.
Where's the wash away toast?
Joey at Cross Plains will lead us off when we come back.
That was good, Joey. That was something, Joey.
I'm now off of Tuesday's call sheet.
That's good.
On to today.
We're back.
Somebody said I
We're
have
back,
hope
baby.
we'll have a better draft pick when the game is over. That's good hope.
I mean, that's hope.
It is.
615-737-1045. When we come back, we'll give away Titans Texans tickets and a Titans pullover, I think. That's coming up next. Broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet. We'd love to see you. 1045 The Zone.
Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. That's who you need to call if you need new windows or you need new doors. They are the best. I know I had to put new windows and doors into my rental property and my house, and so I did all the research for you. I chatted with all the different companies, and I found that Pella was my favorite. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, and right now they've got a great deal going on for you, 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months. So you might be surprised, especially with that deal, to learn how affordable replacement windows are. And Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville is who you need to call. I loved how efficient they were. I loved the process of installation, which allows them to warranty their work. And they have the staff in place to support you, the customer. You know they're taking care of you. Go find out about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. You can schedule a free consultation. Check out their limited time special at PellaNashville.com or show up in the showroom. It's in Franklin, 277 Mallory Station Road.
Life is busy. We could all use some extra time in our day, which is exactly why Two Rivers Ford offers mobile service. We'll bring the service to your driveway at no additional charge. Oil changes, brakes, batteries, the certified technicians at Two Rivers will perform basic maintenance on your vehicle wherever you are, so you'll have more time for moments like this. Schedule your mobile service appointment by scanning the QR code or calling Two Rivers Ford today.
And I could have been. I got to give him something. Appreciate it, buddy. That's the good one, man.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay.
And X whenever he arrives.
I tried to go to X on the phone because Zeph communicates with us via WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And so I went into WhatsApp to see who was on the phone line. Would you stop shaking your fist at me, please?
Sorry, I got new pins.
Okay. We all did. Boar's Head. Props.
Nah, these some good ones, too, bro.
That's the deli meat I get.
Man, that mother.
Boar's Head ain't playing around.
Nah, sure ain't.
Yeah. Anyway, I go into the WhatsApp, and I see that X is on the line. So I go to X. I'm like, X is up next on 3HL, and just set down my mic. Like, he wasn't there.
He never
that was from
responded.
Tuesday.
Yeah, you was fine on that one. Fine on X on that one.
Dawn, it's going to be one of those shows.
No,
sister.
it's not.
No, it is not.
Get it together.
Injury report is out, Babs.
We're about to travel. All right, here's the injury report for the Titans. Did not practice. The following players did not practice today. Tight end Josh Wiley with a knee. Punter Ryan Stonehouse with a knee. Can we take him off? We know he's off.
Right.
Defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons with a knee. He's out for a couple weeks at least. Joe Jones. I thought it said Joe Jonas. And I didn't know that Joe Jonas played linebacker for the Titans. That would be something. Boy, they'd fill that place.
The brothers.
They'd be like, screw you, Taylor Swift. Look, he's out there playing. You're just in the press box partying.
I made that same mistake yesterday.
Doing your stupid little handshakes.
Well, it wasn't him.
No, it's Joe Jones. With a finger.
The middle.
He's a linebacker, by the way, for any Titans fans that don't know.
I said that. But I think a lot of Titans fans don't know that. I think you're right. I'd rather see Joe Jonas out there playing linebacker. All right, Christian Fulton, cornerback, hamstring, did not practice. Gosh. That one's tough.
Who?
Christian Fulton.
Hammy got him again.
That was at the end of the game,
Listen,
too, right?
He's having a tough contract year, man.
No, he picked it back up, though. And
For a couple of games.
Yeah, then it went back downhill.
There's zero consistency. There's never been any consistency.
That's true.
Whether it's because of health, because of something else, it doesn't matter.
True.
You just have zero consistency.
Limited today.
Can't count on him.
Danico Autry, rest. Aaron Brewer, shoulder. There we go.
He was in a non-contact, a yellow jersey today at practice, I saw.
Remember, he had the shoulder last week that kept him out a couple of days at practice, but ended up playing.
Powering through.
Because I thought, like, if it's his right shoulder, he can just snap left-handed and we'll be all right.
Yeah, because he handles it so well.
I hate it.
With a good shoulder.
Yeah. I can't stand it.
Just lob him up there for you, Babsy. Linebacker Luke Gifford with a shin. Running back Derrick Henry with rest. Don't get worried there. Again, if you missed it earlier, Derrick Henry says he's good to go. Said he just got his bell rung a little bit. He's fine. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins with rest. And T.K. McClendon, who is a defensive lineman with a toe injury. Limited. Full participants today, safety Terrell Edmonds with a shoulder, quarterback Will Levis with his ankle still, and Trayvon Wesco, a tight end, with an ankle, full participant.
Bob.
For the Dolphins, they have a lot of did not practice. Tackle Teron Armstead, linebacker Jerome Baker, wide receiver Tyreek Hill.
It also says
that's
ankle /
rest.
not injury related
don't even
rest.
trip, y'all.
So
Don't even trip.
No.
That man trying to go get 2,000 yards. He ain't missing,
the game.
Yep.
How many yards do you think Tyreek Hill goes for? Like, what's the over-under, do you think?
225.
are you kidding me?
No.
Will you look it up? I'm serious. It's probably going to be like 105 or something.
No, over under probably 109, 110.
Yeah,
what would you go?
Over 109 and a half, right?
At the bet?
Uh-huh.
Far over.
Far over.
And I'm gonna only go like 6 catches.
For 225.
Huh.
I mean, he averaged 30 yards per
Well,
catch
I don't know.
last week.
Guess what, though? Guess what? I don't know because you don't have that. You don't have Stonehouse to flip the field. So
Dawn mentioned that during the break.
Yep.
That's another one. 3 and outs, and you don't have a punter that flips the field.
Yep, that's a huge one.
All right, you want me to keep going? Did not practice. Javon Holland, safety with knees, plural. Robert Hunt, offensive lineman, hamstring. Tackle Kendall Lamb, rest. Running back Raheem Mostert, rest. Durham Smith, or Smythe. Tight end, ankle, did not practice. Limited. Running back Chris Brooks with a knee. Full participants, Devon Achane with ribs. Alec Ingold, fullback, ankle. Offensive lineman Robert Jones with a knee. Full participants.
109.5 is the over-under on Tyreek Hill.
We hit that on the dot. We meaning you. That is amazing.
Waddle is 7.5.
So Waddle is basically having DeAndre Hopkins season. Like 700 plus or whatever. Going to go over 1,000. They could have a 2,000-yard receiver and a 1,000-yard receiver.
Yeah.
The NFL record for single-game receiving yards is 336.
They ain't going to get that. They'll pull them before that happens.
Happened in 1989 by a guy named Flipper.
Flipper Anderson.
That's
Willie
right.
Flipper
Miami,
Anderson.
right?
Yep.
For
or the
LA
Rams.
Rams.
Rams, yeah.
I thought he played for Miami, too. Okay.
336. So the game would have to be tight and high scoring for that to happen.
Yeah, and that ain't happening.
Nope.
See, you were asking about hope, and now you're just like, wah, wah, wah.
No, no, that's just flat out stats. As far as high scoring and close, Titans aren't going to be able to score with them.
No.
That's
like me and Slay trying to keep up with you going home.
That's never happening.
That is a great metaphor right there.
It was. I've tried. I actually tried.
Although the other day, I don't know if you know this, the other day I was in the fast lane. Somehow you came up from behind me. I don't even know how I was in front of you.
Because I had to go move to the right because there's somebody going slow in the fast lane, and then I got stuck behind somebody in the other lane. So okay, let's go with this metaphor.
I hit the brights, and then you went in front of me. Did you even notice that was me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, just checking. All right, what were you going to say?
Let's go with this metaphor.
If we go with this metaphor, who on the Titans is going to be the slow car in the left lane that is able to slow the Dolphins down for just a little bit?
Well, it's nobody on the offensive line because that means that
get in
somebody's
the way.
blocking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ultimately, y'all are right. Like, they've got to run the football, shorten the game, get first downs, play action game working, which means the offensive line has to protect. Is Traylon Burks going to do anything? They could use him.
I don't know. He talked. Yeah, he's frustrated.
They could use him.
He's frustrated?
He's frustrated. And he feels, and I get it. I mean,
Can we get some of the audio?
He was talked about, or he was asked about feeling the pressure of
I saw
staying
that
on
and
the
didn't get to click
field.
on it. Yeah. Yep. That's gotta be frustrating, man.
Yeah.
But that's what we talked about. This is stuff that's out of your control.
Right.
You don't control this one, buddy.
615-737-1045. Joey, my bad on not getting to you. We will go to the phones when we come back. We do need to give away a couple of things right now.
Yes. Our first giveaway of the night is for a hat, a Titans hat to be specific.
Titans hat. Okay.
And that is, the winner is Charlie Clay.
His mama call him Clay.
I'm going to call him
Charlie.
Charlie Clay.
And our next winner will be up for
Charlie
tickets to go see the Texans and Titans, as the Titans are rocking the Oiler uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
And that will be Sharon Whitaker.
All right, Sharon.
Sharon Whitaker.
Sharon.
All right, so Clay and Whitaker.
No Sharon.
Okay.
All right, we'll get going. Another giveaway coming up in about an hour. Stay tuned. 615-737-1045. What's Bob doing? We'll be right back. 3HL broadcasting live in Mount Juliet at Buffalo Wild Wings on 1045 The Zone.
Did you know that you can access up to 95% of your home's value? And Loan Pronto is the one that can help you do it. With the year almost over, maybe you want to be debt-free for the holidays. Well, Loan Pronto is there with their Express Equity line of credit. Get you 20, 30, 40, 80, whatever. However much you need. thousands of dollars out in as little as 5 days. And the best part of it is that you keep your primary mortgage intact. So if you have a 3% rate, that's protected. You don't have to worry about it. Use the money to pay off credit cards, pay off personal loans. Maybe you want to start a home improvement project, new closet, backyard pool, whatever. New kitchen, Mr. Babs. And with Loan Pronto's Express Equity Line program, you can do it. Loan Pronto at 615-499-5780. LoanPronto.com is the website. You can start the whole process there. 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
Good afternoon from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet. I'm Joe Honk. That injury report is out for today. Few players on this that did not practice for the Titans. Christian Fulton, Joe Jones, Big Jeff. Obviously no Ryan Stonehouse because, surgery and all, as well as Josh Wiley. Now, Danico Autry was limited, and as was Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. But for the King and Danico and Hopkins, those were all just rest reasons. Now, for the Dolphins, they've got a lot of players that actually did not practice. Teron Armstead, their starting left tackle, was out. Jerome Baker, who may not play at all, was also out. Tyreek Hill was out because of rest, as well as Javon Holland. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, though, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Two.
3HL 104.5 The Zone coming at you live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet. Happy Thursday to you. Brent Doherty with you. Hope you're having a great day. Your day will get better when you come see us. 445, the Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast is happening.
It's going down.
And if you're here, you will get a free Miller Lite.
That's right.
Buffalo Wild Wings, Mount Juliet. Get here. We've also got some giveaways for you and tons of fun. Great food, too.
Oh, phenomenal food. Better get through and get some, man. It's only right that you do. Why would you come to Buffalo Wild Wings and not get no food?
And I went from, like, completely starving to completely stuffed.
Just full as a tick, huh?
Yeah.
As a blue tick hound.
That was kind of a graphic description. Full as a tick.
Blue tick.
With a bunch of blood.
That is a Southern
Blue tick
description.
Hound? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Full as a tick.
Thank you, Babs.
Rolled up tighter than a tick. Yeah. Coming up this hour after the Wash Away Toast, we're going to give away Titans-Texans tickets. So if you're here, make sure you get your name in the box.
Put your name in the box.
Your chance to win a Titans polo also this hour. Coming up at the 5:45 segment, the last segment of the show, your chance to win Titans-Texans tickets as well. They've got $10 54-ounce pitchers of Miller Lite here as well.
That sounds like a winner to me.
As we await hope for Monday's game, I'm going to introduce Dawn Davenport. She is here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet.
What up,
Let's
Babs?
go. Hello. That is bunk. Happy Thursday to everybody.
I know. Just found out that you are leaving us on Saturday off this trip to go to
Watch Auburn beat IU on the basketball court.
Her husband went to Indiana, so this is within the family thing.
Yep.
SEC, we need that.
Who will Hadley be supporting in this game?
Are you really even asking that question?
Mama not going to let her do nothing else. Just not going to let her do nothing
Does
else.
Travis even try, or does he just,
Nah,
pack that one away?
He packed it away. So this is what he did.
Some battles aren't worth fighting.
Right. He actually flew with her to Atlanta already. She's spending time with her uncle and aunt, Uncle Dane, and my parents. And so I allowed him to dress her in IU gear for the plane ride to Atlanta.
Okay.
Oh, that's mighty nice of you.
Yes. But now
Yes.
we're done.
Now it's over.
But now we're done.
Put that back in the closet.
Now it's only orange. Orange
As soon
and
as
blue.
you get there.
I like that orange color.
Yep.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. That's right. Better be ready.
Car ain't got no roof.
Hey.
You ready for the Watch Away Toast?
I am most definitely ready.
You got
for the
40
Wash-
minutes.
I have a special edition of the Wash Away Toast.
You got it. You got to
Again.
you got to train your body and your mind.
Again. Each week. Since we can't wash away wins, we just keep washing away losses.
I know now people are saying that they can down their beer quicker than you.
Yeah, that's the hope that we're looking for. When you start to get to these points, you got to look for hope and something to cling to, and that's cool. I mean, hey, this wouldn't be the first time I've been challenged. I mean, been challenged to.
Are you going to lose?
I haven't lost one. Just saying, ain't no sense in starting now. You know what I mean? Like I'm all in. I'm all in. I pour it on my head if I need to.
Well, that doesn't count.
Are you willing to go? Yes, it is.
You're just going to absorb it by osmosis.
You don't beat me.
That's like back in the day when you thought you could absorb the information from a book by putting it on your head.
I never thought that. Never.
Well, you left NBA because of the reading list, so
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I never thought that. That would have been the case. It would have been on. I ain't working with that.
5 teams for Shohei Ohtani. Did y'all know the baseball winter meetings were going on in Nashville?
Yes. $600 million on the line, baby.
$600 million.
Light day.
Dodgers, Angels. He just played for them. Blue Jays, Giants, and Cubs. Cubbies in that. Another nugget of news. Deion got the number 1 tackle in America, offensive tackle in America, in Jordan Seaton.
Man, slid him right from up under our nose, man.
I was going to say, was Colorado even on his list?
No. I don't.
It's what they need, though, man. It's crazy that for a while, I don't know if it ended up this way, but they led the nation in touchdown passes and sacks allowed. That's crazy.
Oof.
That's all or nothing, man.
He went straight on undisputed, too. No, his list was Maryland, Ohio State, Oregon, Alabama, Florida, Tennessee.
And he went to Colorado.
That is such a troll move right there.
List.
You know what that is? That's a Deion troll move.
That's wild. Wow.
Like, that's probably a conversation. Hey, look, I'm not even going to put you on my list.
Yeah.
But let's make this a big deal. Let's make it happen. Hey, listen, Deion needed him. He has a bunch of players that have hit the portal.
Yep.
Now, sometimes that's not a bad thing for certain teams, and you don't know what the conversation is like with coach, right?
It can change.
But there's a lot of holes to fill.
Definitely true.
Can he put this all together and win?
This year?
Yes.
I don't think so.
They need to win in this window because don't you think, like, after his sons and Travis Hunter are gone, then he's probably going to take one of these Power 5 jobs?
Yeah, but
I mean, Colorado is too, but you know what I mean.
I mean, I can understand that, but
what
as
if
far
they
as them
don't win?
together,
Will he still get a Power 5 job?
Probably.
I mean, a better Power 5
Because
job.
if I were him, I would sell. Look, like Texas A&M, for example, in this cycle, I would have been like, with y'all's budget, what could we do?
I'm gonna sell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If nothing else, but you got to understand too. He's leaving, even though the Pac-12 had a good year, leaving the Pac-12 going to the Big Ten, right? Mm-hmm. Like that ain't about to be easy. That ain't about to be easy by no stretch. Yeah, like
it's different too. Yeah, different style of ball.
See, I think like next season, he's got to get him to a bowl game, right? Otherwise, it's.
I mean, that's the next logical step, right? What did they win? 4 games?
Was it 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 4, yeah.
And 3 of them were early.
Yeah.
Let's go to Joey next up in Cross Plains, 615-737-1045. Joey, what's up?
What's up, Don, Slay Dog, Mayor? Taking
What's
a
up?
study break, thought I'd listen in for a minute. But back to the conversation about, who you're going to start the opposite of SMB. My vote would be for Gare. Leave McCreary on the inside, put Greer on the outside. Because he's impressed me this season. He's like Slay said, he's tougher than a $2 steak. Mm-hmm. He's not afraid to, stick his face mask up in there, cause a little bit of trouble.
Yep.
He seems to me like a tough all-around player. And, I'd really like to see him hear him get some more playing time. And it was good to hear y'all last Thursday. I didn't get to hang around for the wash away toast because I had to get back over to campus because I had a group study session with some in my class. But, man, it was really good hearing y'all last Thursday.
Love that, man.
Thank you. We're
Thank you,
glad
brother.
you were here.
So don't flip the secondary. Keep McCreary inside.
I like that better than putting McCreary outside. It was one game. I forgot which game it was and who was that. It might have been Christian Fulton, and he started at that spot. And he didn't do a bad job. It's just he's a reserve.
This is a different offense.
And it's a different offense.
He's not a starter.
Yeah, and at
that's
some point.
That's the entire offensive line
Bingo.
for the Titans.
Bingo.
They're not starters.
Except one.
Except for one. Sorry, Skronsky.
Yeah. You just left him out.
Sorry.
Or just bunched him in, I guess. Would be the thing. But you're right, the other guys,
Don't
how many
group us together?
Yeah, exactly. How many teams would the rest of those dudes start for in the NFL?
None.
Yeah, that's tough. So I mean, I don't know.
I think it was against Tampa Bay.
So what about putting McCreary on the outside so you allow him to get more reps on the outside? I mean, he's not going to see any better than this. You know what I mean?
No.
Sometimes if you just see the best, then you up your game. You not ready for that?
I don't know if McCreary is ready for that.
I think he is in the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, but outside of that, you need some help, man.
So Garrett's going to be on an island.
Some pressure. You got to get some pressure on that quarterback. You can't.
Well, I mean, how are you going to do that without Big Jeff? And the perfect example, too, or the perfect point, too, is who you doubling?
Right.
Nobody.
Maybe T.R. Todd just goes crazy. He had an interception before.
Yeah, he did against the Colts. I think his career high for sacks is 2.5.
See what I'm saying?
Maybe he goes crazy.
Oh.
I think Don mentioned it earlier. Maybe Danico Autry has a game of his life. See, that's the problem with playing this game. You need games of your life from a bunch of different people.
Right. And how often does that happen on a Sunday?
Well, there goes one of those $10 54-ounce Miller Lite pitchers.
I doubt it.
All right, when we come back, Greg Cosell from NFL Films is going to break down film. What did he see in the Indianapolis game? And we'll take a look at this matchup against the Miami Dolphins and get to know them better.
There we go.
Yep. All that coming up next. Stay tuned. 3HL broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet, 104.5 The Zone. I want to tell you about my friends at Brentwood Jewelry. You need to get to know the Amamali family. They're awesome people, and you'll discover that when you go in there. It is holiday season, obviously, less than 3 weeks till Christmas, so go ahead and knock off some of your list with my friends at Brentwood Jewelry. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. BrentwoodJewelry.com. Hard to believe the holiday season is here. Our friends at Brentwood Jewelry make Christmas shopping easy. As we all know, Christmas is a popular time to propose. It's also a time for giving to those you love. Brentwood Jewelry can give you the experience that you want, like a surprise gift or that surprise dream ring that she's always wanted at a price you can afford. Looking for something custom and unique? Consult with their custom designers or choose from their selection of fine jewelry, watches, and engagement rings. Bring that priceless heirloom in and have them transform that into a special gift for the one that you love that they can wear every day. Let them create a personalized piece that is unique to the person to which you are giving that gift. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood. They're open every day now, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 to 5, Sunday, 1 to 5. Again, 7012 Church Street in Brentwood off Franklin Road, BrentwoodJewelry.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Jewett. Hope you're having a great day. Tomorrow we will broadcast live from Boston, Massachusetts. In advance of the Army-Navy game, we'll have some guests on for you to celebrate America's game. It's phenomenal. It is a bucket list trip for you, even if you've never thought about it. We're just telling you it is absolutely an incredible experience and an incredible football game. And this guy, Greg Cosell, probably will not break down much of the tape, but it doesn't mean that it's not an unbelievable experience. Greg, what's up? How are you?
Bren, what's happening, my man?
Just trying to figure out a way to secure a W for the Titans against the Dolphins in Miami on Monday.
Well, that's going to be a tough matchup. You know, they're a tough matchup for any defense, obviously. But, you know, I thought they played well this past week. I mean, obviously the special teams is what lost the game. But overall, I thought that was and again, no one's looking at moral victories in the NFL.
Yeah.
But I thought they played well against a team that maybe surprisingly is now 7-5, but and is in the playoffs. If they, if they playoffs started today, they'd be in, that routine. But I thought they played well.
Out of all of the football that you've examined over the years, have you ever seen back-to-back block punts?
I don't really watch a ton of special teams, but just watching games, I can't recall. I'm sure it's happened. But no, and it's, it's a tough way for it to happen and to lose because, like I said, relatively speaking, I thought they played pretty good. You can always point to individual plays. That's the way, that's the way a lot of games end up. You can point to one or two or three plays, but obviously watching tape, I see the whole flow of a game and it's a step in the right direction.
Well, it's interesting. I've brought this up a couple times this week. Aziz Al-Shire said after the game, he said, those clips they put on Twitter with, like, funny plays from the NFL, like weird plays that you don't see very often? He goes, I feel like we just had all of them in this game. I mean, it was crazy to see two block punts, the intercepted two-point conversion go back the other way, the pass interference in the end zone. It was just weird all the way around.
Yeah, it was one of those games, and, unfortunately they came out on the short end. But, I thought it was a very competitive game against a team that's, played well. The Colts have played well this year. They're 7-5.
So what did you see play-wise? What were a couple of plays that stood out to you from the Titans? You said, no moral victories, obviously, but you felt like they played okay.
You're talking about Titans positive plays. I mean,
yeah.
Again, I look for tactics, schemes, that's what I've sort of evolved into watching the NFL. Do I watch players? Yeah, depending on who the players are, but I'm not necessarily studying, every player on every play. I can't. It would take me too long. I mean, I really liked, that second play of the game, the Okonkwo 39-yarder. Yes. I thought that was a really good play because, it was one of those plays where they knew what they were going to get. Cover 3 is a high Colts tendency, so the Titans knew what they were getting, and I thought that play attacked cover 3, and it turned out to be an explosive play, a 39-yarder. I thought Levis had some really good throws. I don't expect him each and every week to be high-level consistent. At this point in his career, I'm not expecting him to be, 25 for 30, and he may never be exactly that kind of quarterback. I thought that his 27-yard completion on the second quarter touchdown drive that I think put them down inside the 10-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. I thought that was a really, really good throw, outstanding anticipation, precise ball placement, and he obviously snapped that off with some juice, which obviously we know Will Levis can. He'll miss a few on occasion, and I think, as I said, he may always be that way, or maybe with more experience, he won't be. We'll find out. But, overall, I thought that, they ran the ball a little better. Obviously, no one wanted to see Henry go out of the game, but I thought Tajay Spears looked really quick and explosive.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, Greg. What was the difference you saw? Was it a different running scheme as far as when Tajay went in, or was it pretty much the same plays and he did pretty much the same thing, 4.7 yards a carry?
They ran a lot of what we call duo, where there's two double team blocks, inside at the point of attack. Spears is just a different kind of runner. Again, it's not obviously Henry has been the best runner in football for a 4 or 5 year stretch, and a unique kind of runner because he's almost 250 pounds. But he's much more of a runway runner, meaning he's a straight line downhill guy. He's not necessarily shifty. Whereas Spears is a totally different kind of runner. So you know this. I mean, this is just watching him. You can see he's much shiftier. He's quicker laterally. He can make people miss in the backfield if you get quick penetration. So he's just a different kind of back. Henry, look, who knows what's going to happen with Derrick Henry as we go forward. I'm sure he'll play Monday night. From what I understand, he's okay. He's not in the protocol, so I think he's going to play. And he's had an unbelievable career. We'll see what the future holds. But Spears is just a different kind of runner. It's not better, worse, whatever. It's just different.
Right. And I love to see either one of them back there doing it. I think just if you could kind of focus in on one, I thought you would get so much more out of them. But to flip it to the other side, what did you see out of this defense? And when you look at what they were able to not do against Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce, was that getting the ball out quick besides Pierce, the deep ball?
I mean, that's where you look at the individual play, Slay. I mean, obviously Pierce had the 36-yard TD to end the first possession. I kind of thought that Molden, didn't necessarily play that properly, but I don't know. You'd have to speak to Shane Bowen to know that for sure. Right. Obviously, he beat Fulton, who was an outside leverage corner on that play. And then obviously you had the 55-yarder, which set up the winning touchdown, which again, that was Murphy Bunting who got beat there. I thought that Hooker as well. I thought he had his eyes inside to trips, but with no threat, I thought, again, as I understand the coverage, I think he needed to turn to Pierce and help Murphy Bunting, and he was slow to do that. But Pierce had a really good release, and then he did a great job stacking Murphy Bunting, and Minshew made a great throw. And then, of course, the game winner was just great design. It's almost impossible to defend if executed properly.
Okay, that was my next question. Was that a miscommunication? It looked like McCreary was speaking to the inside. The inside just didn't get what he was saying, and before you know it,
it's a man beater concept. What they do is they switched. Okay, because of the Pittman was inside, Pierce was outside. Mm-hmm. So the Pittman from the slot, his stem was angled right at Avery, okay? Yeah. So if they don't switch, he's going to throw the quick slant to Pierce, okay? Because then it becomes a pick play, and he's going to throw the quick slant to Pierce, and he's going to score. If you do switch, which is what they did, then you have Pittman who's running right at Avery, but Avery's outside of him. So then when Pittman goes inside, it's double ends. When he breaks inside, Avery's outside. So it's like I said, it's almost impossible to defend if executed properly.
Okay. Greg Cosell with us on 3HL. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. I'm glad you guys covered that deep ball where Amani Hooker was chasing. I didn't know.
Yeah, again, I mean, I thought, to me, it was cover 4, okay? I mean, Shane Bowen would have to, tell me in greater detail how they coach that, what they expect. But you're talking about the 55-yarder, right, in overtime?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was cover 4. So Murphy Bunting was aligned on Pierce. That's to the boundary, okay? Pierce was the boundary X, the single receiver to the short side of the field. And Hooker was the boundary safety. Now, initially, he's correct. He has his eyes inside to trips. That's the right way to play it initially. But there was no threat. As soon as the ball snapped and there's no threat to him, his eyes have to go right to the boundary X receiver Pierce. And I thought it just took him far too long to do that, and he was not a factor. And Murphy Bunting, he I don't know if he's expecting help there. Again, this is the coach would have to tell you, but I just thought that Pierce, his inside release beat Murphy Bunting right off the ball, and then he stacked him beautifully.
Well, S&B, the play before had been called for a penalty with the hand grabbing going on, so they went right back at him, knowing that he won't be hand grabbing. You know what I mean? I thought that was smart on their part.
But, you talk about, defensively, keep in mind they were excellent on third down, okay? And they were really excellent in the red zone until the winning touchdown. I mean, the Colts were only 3 for 14 on third down, okay? Minshew was only 5 for 9 for 28 yards. They sacked him twice on third down. Only 2 of his 12 third down dropbacks resulted in first downs. They were 0 for 4 in the red zone until that winning touchdown. So, I mean, the defense... Again, you can always point to individual plays, and because of the special teams plays, the game plays out differently. But, and it's easy to say what if, but, special teams, okay, let's say it was a normal special teams game. The likelihood is they win the game, and we'd be having a different conversation. But obviously that didn't happen, so they lost.
Tell us what happened on the Titans touchdown pass, Levis to DeAndre Hopkins in the back of the end zone.
Oh, that was actually very, very similar to the touchdown that the winning touchdown. Yeah, that was kind of a similar play. It was 2 inbreakers with Hopkins initial stem outside and Westbrook-Ikhine inbreaker, and they switched just like the Titans did. And then Hopkins inbreaker got inside of the corner Jones, who had no chance. It was very similar. It was double inbreakers. So it was almost the same concept as the winning touchdown.
Wow. Do you, Cosell, do you get to watch the games live, or do you just watch pretty much on all of them when you watch film?
What I do, Slay, is I watch Red Zone on Sundays, and I just let it all wash over me. And then, I get in real early. I'm usually at my desk at 5:15 in the morning every day. So, then I just start watching the tape. But no, Sundays is just get the sweats on, watch the games on Red Zone, and just, let it all wash over me.
Okay. Only reason I was asking, because I was going to ask, have you watched any of the officiating, like been able to pay attention across?
Yeah, Slay, I mean, I was like this. I don't know how you were when you played basketball. I mean, obviously I didn't play at your level, but, when I played basketball, I never even thought about the officiating. I just, because, it's beyond my control. So I never give that a whole lot of thought. Do I have an opinion? Sure. I'm not, it's not like I don't think about it, but I don't. You'll never hear me say, "Oh man, that's a terrible call. They would have won the game if it wasn't for the call." I don't think like that, But so I don't really get involved with that. But just to get back to the Titans on offense, one area they clearly have to improve, and I guarantee they know this, is third down passing. Levis has been sacked on 8 of 64 third down dropbacks, and they're not very good passing on third down, which is not all on Levis, by the way. I don't want fans to think, oh, that's because of Levis. Only 14 of the 64 third down dropbacks have resulted in a first down. So they have to get better. Obviously, much of that's a protection issue. There were some plays in this game where there were some really nice intermediate route concepts that were there and available, but Levis simply didn't have time because of pressure. So he either had to check it down or, he just didn't have time.
So along those lines, and I know Jalen Duncan was pretty emotional about that game and that loss. I know he struggled when it came to pass protection, but what did you see of the film on him?
Yeah, I mean, Duncan, well, I will say this overall, Don. I think overall it was better. But if you're asking specifically about Duncan, I think he needs to continue to play with more anchor strength. He gets pushed back a little bit too much, especially off speed to power initial contact. And I think, I'd like to see him just be a little more competitive, dig in and battle. It's not a beauty contest. Dig in, battle, do whatever you have to do just to, like I said, you don't have to look pretty doing it, but just try to make sure that guy does not push you back into the pocket. I think he still needs a lot of work. He needs to use his hands more effectively to control that initial contact. But I think this was better overall. Raden's too. I mean, Raden's had some bad snaps, but overall, it was I think an incremental step in the right direction.
Greg Cosell with us on 3HL. Let's talk about the Dolphins.
Positive, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. Let's talk about the Dolphins coming up with the matchup against the Titans in Miami this weekend. Or Monday. It's interesting when you look at their offense, and it's easy to say, boy, high-octane passing game, the receivers and all this, but when you dive in a little bit, they actually lead the NFL, tied for the lead in NFL in rushing touchdowns. What do you see from this Miami Dolphin offense?
Yeah, but you got to start with the pass with them. I mean, in my view anyway. And you have to play them differently, guys, than you play others. With their offense, it starts with coverage, not pass rush, because the ball comes out so quick. So they're a heavy motion team. They motion more in the passing game far and away than any team in the league. They give you a ton of eye candy, and it's not window dressing. I hate that term because motion matters. The teams motion for a reason, and they motion more than any team in the league when they throw the football. And the problem with motion for a defense is you can't get caught up in a ton of adjustments in response to the motion. So what that does is it shrinks your defensive menu. You can't get to all your calls. So you have to just play however you feel is best and have your coverage set. But the reason that coverage is more important is because Tua is a first window thrower. He hits his back foot and the ball gets out. Now, I'm talking normal down and distance situations. Obviously, when it's 3rd and 9, everything's different. But in normal down and distance, it starts with coverage, not pressure. And you have to take away those first window throws. If you don't take those away, it's going to be a long day.
Here's
or
some
a long night,
numerology.
as is the case in this game.
Yes, some numbers to back up your point there. It's interesting. In 12 games, Tua has been sacked 17 times.
Yeah.
In 6 games, Will Levis has been sacked 19 times.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, and my guess is, I don't have that number in front of me, but my guess is that he's been sacked on longer yardage situations, where he can't just, necessarily hit the back foot and deliver it. But, you have to disrupt the timing between the quarterback and the receivers. That's where it all starts. And then you have to do that with 7 in coverage. And then if you disrupt that, then your 4-man D-line pass rush must become a factor. But you're not going to blitz this team. They're not going to put Avery, because I know Fulton's out. They're not going to put Avery and Murphy Bunting on an island. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, I heard a coach say that. Like, you cannot blitz them because he's getting the ball out. So why not leave that?
There's too much speed. There's just too much speed. I mean, that's the thing. So you just can't do that. And look, if you're giving sort of the Cliff Notes summation of their offense, they run to the perimeter and they throw between the numbers. That's kind of the Cliff Notes version of the Dolphins offense.
Tyreek Hill, obviously on the verge of an historic season. He wants 2,000. I'm not going to be the guy that's telling him he can't do it. That's for sure. What do you see from that electrifying player?
He's fast.
Definitely.
You guys are slow on the uptake. Come on,
I think we might have a little delay. That's why.
Yeah. Well, are you guys drinking again on doing the show or what?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. But anyway, obviously, look, he can take those short throws and obviously turn them into touchdowns. If you decide you want to play man on the outside, he can run by you. He's actually a very good route runner. He has a really good feel for how to set up certain routes. And he's a big motion guy. As I said, motion is critical. And they use him and deploy him in multiple kinds of motions. So, he's very difficult to play against because what they look for is free access. They want their receivers, Hill and Waddle, to get off the ball cleanly without being disrupted. And because they are so fast after one step, then it becomes a problem. And so it's just really difficult to defend.
Have you seen much like him, Cosell, what he's chasing, his 2,000 yards and what he shatters?
I don't know if I've seen a guy as fast and as good. Slay, there have been guys who've been really fast, through the years. I mean, I go back a long way, as you know.
Right.
So I've seen guys who can run. I mean, I'm going back to the 80s now to guys like Stanley Morgan with the Patriots, Willie Gault with the Bears. these guys were track guys. They could run, but I don't think they were as good a receiver as Hill. And by the way, the game's different. So back in those days, and I'm not saying that those guys would have done what Hill's done, but the game was different. Back then, wide receivers got 70 targets a season, not 160 targets in a season.
Right. And them hands, you got to be able to put them hands on them receivers as well.
There was
you could do that a lot more back then as well. But
totally.
but there have been always fast guys at wide receiver, and I'm sure I'm missing 10 different guys. Those are just two guys that popped into my head now. But I think Hill's pretty complete.
Yeah. You know what's cool about those two guys that you mentioned, Stanley Morgan and Willie Galt? Vols.
Yes, sir.
Wide receiver, you.
Big.
Oh, that's right.
Fast, baby.
Fast. That's right. Yeah. Willie Galt.
I mentioned again, that's funny too, because like back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, like sometimes track guys, like elite track guys, would play football and they would run that 9 route, And when you mentioned that, I thought of another Tennessee guy, Sam Grady, who played for the Raiders, another straight line speed guy. But Tyreek Hill does it all, and he can handle the ball out of the backfield and all those things, man. He's crazy skilled.
Look, a lot of people say that when they play a good defense that they don't do well. I don't think that. I think the Titans have had their moments on defense this year. You're probably not going to say they're one of the best defenses in the league right now, but, we'll see. I mean, it just, the issue for them is the Titans are going to have to score some points, I think. I mean, that's the way I would see this game. I doubt they're going to win this game 16-13. I think that they're going to have to put up, which obviously we know has been a little bit of an issue, them scoring a lot of points, but they're going to have to be, I would guess, in the medium to high 20s to have a chance to win this game.
Easily.
There he is. He's Greg Cosell. Must follow at Greg Cosell, NFL Films, and we love these visits. Thank you, Greg. Great stuff, man. We'll talk with you next week.
Thanks, Cosell.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
All right, there he is, at Greg Cosell, again on Twitter. When we come back, the Ron Slade Miller Lite Wash Away Toast. If you are here at 4:45-ish, you will experience the Wash Away Toast, and you'll get a free Miller Lite. That's coming up next, plus some giveaways for people in-house. We'll be here until 6 o'clock on 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Mount Juliet, Buffalo Wild Wings. We'd love to see you out here, 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Got to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, new or pre-owned. My guys at Gupton are there to help you out. There will be no pressure at all when you go see Daniel Gupton and his crew. They simply want you in the vehicle that's right for you, which is your goal too. So tell them what you're looking for: more space, something more reliable, less of a payment. They'll be able to help you out. Take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. Check them out online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All the dealership information is there. All of the inventory is there as well. That's GuptonMotors.com. Go check them out. 3450 Tom Austin Highway. Take 24 west to exit 35, which is about 9 miles outside the city. Then a straight shot. Beautiful drive into the best vehicle buying experience you've ever had. That's Gupton, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee, just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Gupton, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet. Next Thursday, Dixon.
Oh, that's a ride.
No scoreboard show tomorrow because we will be in Boston at the Westin doing the show live from Radio Row in advance of Army Navy.
Still go to scoreboard and listen to us, though, if you want to.
Oh, yeah, there you
Sure.
go. It's good. What a good idea.
Hey, can I give a shout-out?
No, because you had a good idea, so you guys stop talking for like 5 minutes. That's how it
Oh,
works.
no, I don't care about no good idea. I have a bad one, too.
Yeah,
Just
shout
a
out.
minute.
Shout
man,
out.
I got to give a shout-out just because Pearl just won the championship, man. I just met an intricate part of our championship, the back-to-back state championship that we won at Pearl Cone. Prim, man. Anybody out there that remember Prim, he was the custodian, took care of the entire school. So I got to give a shout-out to him. I just met his sister. If you knew Pearl Cone, and you knew all the players and the coaches and the staff and the administration, no way you never knew Prim. Prim just come through in that Cadillac, man, with the white walls, clean as a whistle.
White wall Cadillac. Hell yes.
I'm talking about clean as a whistle, boy.
Yeah.
That was my guy, man. So salute to him and his fam. Just met his sister, man.
That's awesome.
I'm watching away at Toasting. I'm ready.
I know it's coming up. Do you want to do the watch away toast first or the giveaways first?
Toast first, because then we get the Burt.
What?
Toast first.
Yeah, toast.
Because I don't have any of the winners yet.
Hung said no. Hung just produced our show.
Yeah, Eggy Bop's over at the table. He's still getting some entries over there. So, yeah, we're going to give away – what is it this time?
It is tickets to go watch the Titans and the Texans coming up next weekend, as well as a Titans polo.
By the way, this is a sneaky good crowd.
It's a stoic.
Well, it's a lot of people, like, paying attention. That's
a stoic crowd.
That's good. It's just a weird time of year. Like, once you hit December, you're just kind of like, you know? I don't know. You just go into, like, self-recharge mode, and then January 1 hits, and you're like, here's 2024. Let's go.
You can always get fried.
I mean, I'm always, like, hopped up on energy. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people are like that.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that, Babs?
I don't know. Let's wash this away.
She's out here. She's out here today, boy. Here we go. That's what's helping us to not keep it on the rails today. Because Babs is like, we're about to get on an airplane.
Yes, we are. I got your pink mic for you, Slay.
Let's go. I love how much taller you are than her, dude. This is ridiculous.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your glasses. Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings and Miller Lite for putting on for this wash away toast. This right here is a little bit different than just the wash away toast. It's a little moment of gratitude. That's what we're going to do because the fans have been phenomenal week in and week out. This is for you right here doing losses, couple wins, but losses. You've always been coming back, and the players have been asking, come back, make it loud. This last game against the Colts, it was loud in there, and it didn't have to be. So this right here, so all the Titans fans, tighten up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And here they go. Dead silence. Nobody beats you, Slay. Nobody beats the Wiz. Nobody beats you, Slay.
Where's the funnel?
It's cold, too. It was. Yeah, it's cold.
Won't fit in the carry-on.
Good job, Slay.
Yeah, it's cold and deep.
Hey, I like that one.
that's
That was a
cold.
nice shout out.
That was a nice shot.
Hey, you should have handed them out about 30 minutes earlier so it could have warmed up just a little bit.
Ooh, no. Nobody wants warm
No,
beer.
but man, cold, do you know what it
when,
does to
when
your
you,
throat?
he's saying when you chug a beer, it needs to be
Yeah,
a
that's
little
what
more
everybody
lukewarm.
did. That's what everybody should look. See,
That's
look
why
at
Mark stopped,
Look at
right? Because it was cold.
I'm a good cold. Shout out to Jelly Roll, too. We got Jelly Roll fam in the building, too, man. You know what I mean? Showing love out here.
He said Jelly Roll's a big shoot.
Somebody save me. You know what I mean? Shout out Jelly Roll.
The drink's kicking in.
There you go. You feel me?
Jelly Roll's a big shoe guy, apparently, too.
Man, woo, that's a cold
Are you
beer.
okay?
That's a cold beer, boy.
You got a headache?
Woo, that's a cold beer.
Everybody, look.
I'm telling you, man.
Remember?
They knew what they was doing with
Hey,
that.
so you know your beer here at B-Dubs is going to be
It's
cold.
ice cold.
Yep.
Mount Julia does it ice
There
cold,
you go,
man.
Mount
Jeez.
Juliet.
That's a good one right there. All right.
Remember back in the day, like you get that Slurpee and you do a little too much and you get that brain freeze
Yep.
going? Is that what happened?
Yeah, a little bit, but it was after. It was way after. Usually, you get it right away to make you stop.
It was after your burp.
Yeah, I put a little Celsius in there with it. This is Celsius, bosses.
Bosses, unrelated to what just happened, which they sold. So,
yeah, but they don't want me to just keep going back to back.
Right.
Just start slaving.
They're okay with a one wash away
yeah,
toast,
yeah.
not really the back to back to back.
Yeah, and that's one of those like that's like when Mickey came in and did the show on Sudafed. Remember that?
I heard about Sudafed Mickey.
So he was
Sudafed Mickey was born.
Sudafed Mickey. So after that show, Mickey was so funny. Not that he's not normally funny. He is. He's a funny guy. One of the funniest guys we know. But he was so funny on Sudafed.
It was like over the top.
Over the top, and I just
like he borderline just crossing over.
Yeah, which made it great.
Which made it great
as a one-off thing. But he would say things, and I would just like look at him, kind of like Babs looks at me sometimes, and just sit there for a second and go, "Did you really just say that?" So that was like. I'm equating this to the Funnel Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was one of those deals where, like, Brad Willis was our
Well,
program
no.
director at the time. He came in the studio after the show, and he goes, "Man, that was one of the funniest shows I've ever heard y'all do. Don't ever do that again."
Yeah.
Mickey, if you're on cold medication, stay home.
Stay home.
Please.
Don't ever come in
like,
and do a show.
That funnel thing was one of the funniest things ever. Let's let that be a one-off.
Great show.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we've got giveaways, Huck.
Yes, we do. Our first giveaway is for a Tennessee Titans pullover, and that goes to Mario Rodriguez.
Mario.
People
keep winning that leave.
Mario Rodriguez.
Thank you, Bob. You see anybody named Mario in here? Nope. All right, who you got
His
for
brother,
Titans
his
tickets?
brother Luigi's here. Our winner for our tickets to go watch the Titans and Texans next weekend goes to Leia Huff.
Leia's in the building. Leia's not in the building.
How you know it's not Leah?
I asked Eki, and that's what he told me.
Nah.
So I'm going with what Eki told me.
I mean,
Every time Eki's name gets dropped by one of us, I look at Eki, and he looks like the most confused person in the building.
Like a deer in the headlights, those pupils get dilated.
But then he nodded yes, so like he was there.
Eki know now. That's one thing. Eki is really confident in what he knows.
That is true. All right. Who has hand, Vraves or Rand? Or is it symbiotic relationship? We'll talk about that next. Also, Ramon Foster coming up at 5:20. Symbiotic. 3HL. Together, Babsy.
Alrighty.
Together. 3HL broadcasted live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet, presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
The Evan and Bake chat is open. Download the 104.5 The Zone app, and you can take the station wherever you go, out of state, whatever. You'll be able to listen on the app. So as Mickey says, if you go see Grandma and them, make sure you have the app downloaded. And if you miss anything, it's great to have the podcast downloaded as well. So rate, review, subscribe to the 3HL podcast where you get your podcast. More 3HL next. Again, who has hand over there in the Titans facility, Vraves or Rand Carthon, or is it symbiotic relationship? 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, people? Ron Slay here, man, with Holistic Stem Cell Therapy. Got to tell you all about KellamStemCellInstitute.com, and you should dive straight into it. And they also have something symbiotic going on with Dawson Knox this Christmas, these holidays. They are partnered with Dawson Knox and for Bare Feet for the Knox Socks campaign, benefiting the Punt Pediatric Cancer Collaborative, man. For each pair of socks sold from the Knox Socks collection page, a percentage of those proceeds will be donated to Punt. So go out there, help out, man. Help someone in need. Also, you can stop by the Kellam Stem Cell Institute's location right there in Franklin and donate. Also at pledgeit.org/Knox Socks and be entered in a meet and greet with Dawson Knox as well. Now, when it gets back to the holistic stem cell therapy, you also want to do that. I did say insurance was covered last time. That was false. But give them a consultation, 615-850-4415.
Good evening from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet. I'm Joe Hawk. The injury report is out. First one of the week because Titans play on Monday, and you're going to hear some names of players that did not practice. Obviously, no Ryan Stonehouse. Obviously, knee injury. Big Jeff was off the field today. So was Joe Jones and Christian Fulton, as well as Josh Wiley. Now, Danico Autry, the King, and DeAndre Hopkins were all limited today, but that was all just because of rest. Now, for the Dolphins, some names to pay attention to over the course of the next few days. Teron Armstead, their number one left tackle, is out at least for today. He did not practice. Neither did Jerome Baker. And Tyreek Hill also rested today because of ankle injuries, as well as their safety, Javon Holland. All of those players off the field. Don't forget, tonight you got Patriots-Steelers. You'll be able to hear that right here on The Zone beginning at 7 o'clock. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, and home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Organization leader, I like it. Hit it, Slay.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City that has turned dark.
No, it's real dark out there, y'all.
Can we not fall back next year?
Yes, we're going to jump back.
Let's spring forward in the spring and stay the hell there.
Let's go back, too.
Operation Daylight. I'm tired of it being dark at 4:30.
Agreed.
Gosh.
Something we agree on.
If we spring forward 2 hours and fall back 1, it'll be work.
Now you're just getting greedy.
But
how about spring forward 2 hours and stay there?
Damn, you don't
No, that's greedy.
You'll never want to be dark.
No.
Look at this sun tonight at midnight.
11 o'clock at night. We outside.
When it's 20 degrees outside.
Hey, when is it like light for 2 weeks in Alaska? I want to go there.
No, guess what? You don't want none of that.
You've experienced that?
Yeah, you don't want none of that. I experienced the dark, and we went to Finland.
And it was dark all the time?
Heck yeah, they didn't even have to use curtains.
That would be April 22nd through August 20th.
Dog.
Wait, it's light all the time?
Yep, it is called the Midnight Sun Season, and that it means the sun does not set between April 22nd and August 20th.
That's 4 months of light?
Yeah, that's foolish.
So there's a movie out there called Insomnia with Robin Williams that is a phenomenal movie. And they're in Alaska, and there's no darkness, and like they have to deal with that. Well, and it gets with him so badly that he becomes like a serial killer.
Same.
So that's kind of like what the Titans going through.
You think so?
It's light all day long.
Or maybe it's dark all day long.
Or. No, I'm telling you, like when we went to Finland, like it was wild. It was like 12 o'clock in the day and it's dark outside. I'm like, dog, this don't even make sense.
It just makes you want to take a shot, doesn't
Dude, hurry and get me back to Italy. Because this ain't it.
3HL broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet. Don Davenport is here.
What up,
Hi, let's go.
I like that energy, Babs.
The little roll up to it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Happy Thursday, everybody. Thanks to everybody who came out to Buffalo Wild Wings, by the way.
Man.
It's a good crowd.
Yeah, I always love to get out here and talk with the people.
Appreciate y'all.
Just met a guy named Colin, who was, what did he say he was? Lucas Pansica's orientation leader.
Oh, gosh.
In college.
At UT.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It could be.
We should have asked him. We should have asked him what he thought about Lucas Pansica during that orientation.
I was having
we need to gossip.
The intro was already playing, so he just snuck that one in there. But yeah, I mean that on the surface is really funny. That could be really, really funny though.
I know. We could get some gossip.
Y'all remember going to orientation?
Like he was the dorkiest kid ever.
Did you go to orientation?
Yeah.
I do too.
It's called Camp War Eagle in Auburn. It's a big deal.
Y'all always got to do something extra.
Why can't you just say it's orientation?
Camp War
like,
Eagle.
why do you guys?
Freshman orientation,
because it's
Babs.
bigger than orientation.
Why you gotta
it's
dress
Camp
it up?
War Eagle, and
Camp Widgie Wagon.
That is when you learn all the chants. You learn the
all the chants.
The Auburn Creed.
That's
this
where
is where you learn everything.
It's brainwashing camp.
Yes,
that's what it is.
Exactly what it is, y'all.
You learn all the
Hey.
chants.
We didn't
You have
do
to
that.
learn these.
We
You
didn't worry
know,
about
my
all
friend
that.
Taylor Swift
we know
said
it.
it best.
Uh-oh.
Because the haters gonna hate.
Yeah,
Zach.
Cosell.
I will drive back to the station.
No, you won't.
And take you down.
Nope, you got to catch a plane.
No, I'll take him back just as much to take him down.
He dropped me and Mark off at the airport.
The plane can wait. Dang it! I want to see this.
Y'all know I love the airport. Rod Slay is here, people.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. That's right, Zelf.
You
Army
ready?
Navy.
Wrap up this Thursday
Yeah,
slate?
man. Wash away toast, man. Gratitude toast
That
to
was
the
good.
people in the chat. Yeah, all the Titan Big Blue. I was at Big Blue Nation. Nope, that is not it.
We already have you on tape.
Whoa.
Saying go
Titans
Big Blue.
Nation.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Slay,
Two-tone blue.
Slay on the
Two-tone
show
blue.
yesterday said go Big Blue, baby.
And I meant to say Blue United.
Oh, you did say that. Talking
Go
about
Blue Raiders.
MTSU.
I wanted to
yeah.
say go. And when I said that, they ended up beating the Lady Vols. So I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I apologize, Lady Vols. Y'all can put that one on me.
So my friend Aaron said, can you have Hunt pull that? Because I really want that as my
Yeah, Aaron
ringtone.
and Sarah, y'all just need to be cool, man. Don't even worry about that.
You don't mention one without the other. So
You can't.
So
It's a show.
Hunt pulled it. I sent it to him.
Why would you do that? Come on, man. Like, what's wrong? You're going to be, hey, I'm going to see him pop up with a phone playing and everything. Like, come on,
He's gonna
man.
put it in like the BBN chat or something. Like all
Yeah,
Kentucky fans
foolishness.
are gonna have it.
They know I love them anyway, though. But, hey, shout out to the Insuls, man. Getting that dub as much as it hurt me against the Lady Vols, man. 22-0. Lady Vols were. You got to think it was some great teams better than this MTSU team that went up against them. We always talk about Alicia Clark. They were able to handle business, man. Give them a shout out. They got a big Russian down there, man, in the low post. She is a animal. About 6'5". She gets busy. So, Lady Vols on Rocket Top, y'all better get together. But shout out to Rick Ensel and Matt Ensel and Nina. I think Nina Davis.
Nina Davis,
Nina
yes.
Davis, yeah. Happy birthday to her, too, man. That's a good way to celebrate.
Yep,
Salute.
Matt and so came by one of our remotes.
So, that's my Matty Ice.
He's the best.
Matty Ice.
Bubba.
I love
Some
that
people
whole
call him
family.
Bubba. Yep.
By the way, Nina Davis, MTSU women's basketball, put the picture out for
Yeah.
her birthday, just telling her happy birthday.
Yeah.
You see that suit she
She
has
came
on?
with it, didn't she? They was supposed
It
to
is
win.
amazing.
That was boss. That was boss right there. I'm gonna give him some props.
It is, for people that haven't seen it, it's like blue velvet
Mm-hmm.
sequined.
Came with it, man.
It is
velvet?
sharp.
They came with it, man.
It's sharp. It's a pantsuit too.
Make sure you download the 104.5 The Zone app
Babsy did
so you can take us wherever you're going. By the way, Russell Bearden in sales, he heard me mention that we will not be at Scoreboard at Cedar Creek tomorrow, but guess who will be?
Who?
Buck Rising.
Oh, go give him a hard time.
Buck Rising will be at Cedar Creek from 4 until 6 tomorrow, and you can register to win for third row seats to a Preds game and cocktail hour at Doc Holiday's.
So is he gonna be able to tap in while we on the air?
I hope so. Wouldn't that be fun?
If Buck,
We'll have to check in on him.
yeah, most definitely. If Buck don't pick up that mic, then hey, yeah, you don't get no remote fee for that. You gotta go to work. You better work.
Well, the other thing is, like, if you're going to go to one of our locations during our show, you better
come with it.
represent.
You better come with it, man, because we don't play.
I don't know if I want Buck representing us.
That's true too, Babs.
Yeah.
Is he at the Creek Marina?
Cedar Creek Marina.
Saying.
You always call it the Creek Marina. That's why you never mess it up.
I can't never mess. I can't never.
Because I mess up
Cedar.
the Cedar Creek Marina
Yeah,
part sometimes.
Creek Marina.
Because I'm not very smart. So Slade just says Creek Marina,
Yeah,
which
let's
works
keep it
well.
simple.
But it is Cedar Creek Marina. So Bug Rising will be there from 4 until 6. Go by for your chance to register to win for third row Preds tickets. Could you get your belly on the glass from the third row?
Nah, not no more. I could back.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, last year. No, early
No,
this year.
I'm not saying about your belly. Sorry.
No,
I was wondering if you
I'm just saying.
no. I was
I'm
gonna
saying
ride with it,
3 rows off is
I was
ridiculous.
300 pounds, so that would have been cool. I could get it.
A
Babs.
row
You-
for 100?
Babs, you ain't got to straighten it up for me, man. Listen, listen. I'm still a fat boy. Let me. I shout out to all my fat boys out there that don't give a damn about your bellies. That's me. I'm still that right there, man. Don't y'all
Shout out fat boys everywhere.
I just had to do
Hey,
it, man.
Fat boys unite.
Yeah, man. I'm cool with my belly. I like my belly. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to put no abs in. I'm trying to put more beer in it. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? I just had to switch it up because the diabetes was trying to run up on me. But now I'm back.
It did run up on me.
Will not get me, Wilford Brimley. You will not.
I'm back, baby.
I dropped 40, and everybody was like, "Are you on this thing Slay's on?" I'm like, "No, I'm on like you better
Like
not.
life.
You better not die."
I'm like on life.
I'm
I'm trying
on
to
like
make it.
every time you mention the fat boy thing, I want to put more
man.
beer in it. I always remember my buddy, yours too, Mose Phillips, played football at Tennessee and at Hillsborough. He used to say, "Everybody running around here in college trying to have the 6-pack. I got the keg."
Yeah, I'm Baptist trying to clean up me. I almost was able to reach the glass from the 3rd row. Yeah, close. I was close. That's why they didn't put me that close.
Diabetes sneaking up.
He tried to run up on me, Babs.
You got to watch. Sometimes hiding behind the corner.
Yeah. I said, what? They said, yeah, you about 0.2 or 0.3 or something like that. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, because once you hit it, you're there.
You in there? Yeah.
You're in there. You don't
Ain't
get
like
out
the
of
transfer portal. You in
it.
there?
No, you can't get out.
Yeah.
But some of the guys in the
I have
transfer
a
portal.
question.
What, Babs?
I'm going to bring it back.
What is it?
Are you guys on our flight going to be watching this Thursday night game?
No, the over-under is 29.5, which is one of the lowest over-under game totals in the history of the league.
So I'm going to watch, though, because I did a player prop bet.
Oh, you
Parlay.
did?
What
I
was
didn't do
your
anything
What
with
was
this
your
one.
player prop?
Steelers money line. Warren to get over, I think, 45 yards. I'm going to look it up.
You look it up.
It's only a 14.
I downloaded that new Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
You
I
trying to
wanna
watch a
that.
movie?
Yeah.
Well, ain't no way trying to watch no
You're not going to watch the Patriots? Bill Belichick is on his way to his worst ever coaching
All right,
record.
here we go.
We literally
worst coaching record in
Real
like
quick, real quick.
25 years.
We literally could have Bill Belichick on the show tomorrow, and his first question to me would be like, "Did you watch the game last night?" I'd be like, "No, sir."
He'd be like, I wouldn't either.
He probably would say that.
Probably would.
I
No,
don't
sir,
blame you.
on to Sunday.
I got mine, y'all. Parsley.
All right, what you got?
Bailey Zappi under 157.5 yards passing.
Okay.
Jalen Warren.
He could get pulled. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's a great bet.
telling
yeah,
you.
he may not start. I don't know.
Warren over 52.5 yards rushing. Pittsburgh money line. Mitch Trubisky over 0.5 passing touchdowns.
Okay.
Huh. All
Ain't
right.
bad, is it?
It's not bad. Okay. That's not bad.
Trubisky looked very confident and
I just need
all
him to hit a
about
tight
walking
end.
in.
Yeah, I just need him to hit a tight end.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to
Bravo.
re-ask this question, and we'll ask Savagery, Ramon Foster, when he comes on next. Who has hand over there with the Titans, Braves or Rand Carthon? Rep told me it's straight up Mike Vrabel. Straight up Mike Vrabel.
No
Which
ifs,
leads
ands,
me to believe, having lost, what is the number, 17 out of 20? Is that what they've lost now?
This is bad, whatever. Though.
That tells me he ain't safe. If he's got control and he's losing,
Yeah, you gotta
I'm not
fight.
saying he's going anywhere. I'm not saying he's getting fired. I'm just saying I wouldn't just sit here and say that it's a no-brainer that he's back next year.
You like smoking on fire.
Dang.
Control.
Well,
Or is it a symbiotic relationship? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the reps are wrong.
That's what I was looking for.
Symbiotic. It's a common ground thing between the two of those guys.
I'm going to use that in every live read. From here on out, symbiotic.
well, I mean, let's say your reps. Let's say your reps are right. Rand Carthon has a pass until
Hello.
Mike Vrabel's gone.
Go get your guy.
I mean, the last guy in usually is not the first guy out.
Right.
He who was last shall be first.
Circle back. Hell yeah. Drop the mic. We'll be right back. Ramon Foster, Mount Juliet, Buffalo Wild Wings, 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good people? Ron Slate, man. I am having symbiotic mentions with advanced hair right now. This is for all the listeners out there struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you tried lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough, people. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots. Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. It works for men and women across all ages, and there's no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, give them a shout-out, 629-348-HAIR. If you move forward right now, you will receive $500 off. 629-348-HAIR. You need to move now, though. Refine your hairline with the team that is Redefined Hair Restoration. Don't forget to ask about that guarantee that I keep on talking about. Make sure to view the incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That is advancedhair.com. Have a symbiotic effect.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet. Next Thursday, we'll be in Dixon at Buffalo Wild Wings.
That'll be fun.
I was just looking at the YouTube feed, and they had a picture of Will Levis, and man, I don't think it gets talked about enough how jacked that guy is.
Oh, he's – listen, if you had to create a mold for a quarterback, what they should look like, if you went and had to punch everything in, all the measurements, I'm pretty much guaranteeing, man, that it would come out looking like Will Levis. Size, height, width, everything. Like, it's like the dude is – it's the model for what a quarterback – when we first saw him at SEC Media Day, what was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That was the first thing I thought, like, this man built like a quarterback. Then K.J. Jefferson walked up.
Yeah.
I was like, this man built like a quarterback.
Then Bryce Young walked up.
And then we're like, this man.
He's built like a slot receiver.
Son or something. Yeah, what is he doing?
He's a father's son.
Yeah, this is a son of somebody's father.
That's right.
That's what he's
somebody. Big Savage, Ramon Foster coming on in just a second. But I wanted to ask that question. We're going to ask Ramon, who has hand over there, Vrabes or Rand Carthon, or is it symbiotic? Like they work well together? Because, like, my reps tell me that Vrabes is running the show. And so, again, as I said in the last segment, and I don't want to say that I heard this, I'm just surmising based on what, if that information is true and you've lost all these games, I wouldn't be so quick to say that he's definitely back next year.
Well, if I'm Vrabes, I ain't that quick to own up. maybe I'm coming out and saying, hey, man, listen, y'all heard Euro. He said we got a symbiotic hand. What is a symbiotic voice or what relationship? Yeah, we got all that symbiotic. So we going hand in hand. This bad boy.
Well,
just me.
Would you take the same stance? Like if that information is true and Vrabes has the control, and he's the head coach that's losing a bunch of games, like would you? Am I right to take from that, if all that's true, that man, I wouldn't be just sitting here locking down the fact that he's back.
Yes, I agree. But maybe you could also see I wouldn't be locking down the fact that he's back with any kind of control.
Okay.
Right. So you could take some of that away or whatever.
Correct.
And give the GM control.
Right.
But is it okay? All right.
And I know what you're going to say. Like, oh, well, you can't. If you've already given something, you can't put it back in the bag.
No, I'm not. In a sense, yes.
You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
You can't put the toothpaste
I just
back
need
in the
to
tube.
know at the same time, is that going to be an announcement too? Now I'm no longer in control. Babs is in control.
I don't think they would ever announce it because I don't think they're
ever coming out though that we walking hand in hand.
But I think it's
but they're not
read between
announcing
the lines.
that.
Like, look at this quote from Rand Carthon in Teron Davenport's piece.
This is what made me think, okay.
Yep. Okay. I'm not an ego person, so I don't care about control. Who has the final say? I don't care about who has the final say about control.
Listen, I'm not a smart man.
In other words, between the lines, it's that guy. It's Vrabel that has it.
I'm not a smart guy, but that's exactly how I take that.
Mm-hmm.
That the GM's out there saying, hey, man, like this, this guy's got it.
This show, I'm just here to help.
That's
what
right.
you need.
Yeah.
Until you relinquish control.
You want that offensive tackle that sucks?
I'll go get him for you.
Dillard? Is his name Dillard?
Yep.
What's his name? What's his name? That's where we are. $30 million. All right, Ramon Foster joins us now. Big Savagery at Ramon Foster on Twitter. You can hear him all over the place. Ramon, Kayla, Will. He's got his own Steeler podcast. He's on the Titans Radio Network. He's doing it all. Ramon, what's up?
Not much, man. Great conversation before we get to the symbiotic control thing. I thought that was phenomenal. Savage, you got me?
You Dreamland. I'm right here, baby.
Okay, I had to make sure my Bluetooth wasn't messing up. My phone seemed to mess up whenever.
You sound great, dude. I'm telling you.
It's not as loud in here though. That's the thing, Savage, man. It don't be it be in here.
You said you punt in your ideas for your quarterback. You get Will Levis. I'll raise you a Cam Newton.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, as far as
I
just
like that.
looking like an NFL
yeah.
That's okay.
I'll raise you a Cam Newton.
I would have to make Cam Newton ears just a little bit bigger, but outside of that, them little bit of small ears ain't gonna get it. But yeah, other than that, yeah, that's it. That's prototypical right there. Oh don't know. I just always knew
Yeah, that
small
dude
heels,
wasn't
man.
supposed to be playing quarterback, man. He wasn't supposed to be playing
No, he
quarterback.
wasn't. No, he wasn't. You were absolutely right about that, Savage. Did y'all cross
That's
over
because of
Savage?
the
He was after you,
goofy
wasn't he?
hats that he wears.
Nah, we played Cam a few times. Not in college, but I played Cam a few times in the NFL. We always played Carolina. Yeah, we saw him.
Okay, so tell me this, Savage, real quick. Now, who was the biggest? You saw Big Ben up close and personal day in and day out. Saw Cam, his stature. You get to see Will Levis day in and day out because you're doing the games. Who is the more? Which one casts more of a shadow?
As far as quarterback size?
Yeah, just the size.
Visually.
Not what they're doing because Ben blowing all of them.
Visually, it's going to trip y'all out a little bit. Phillips Rivers was a big dude, too.
Really?
Him, Cam, Ben,
I never thought of
those
Rivers.
Ben was country strong, too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the three bigs right there, too. But that's also that era in which quarterbacks used to get tattooed a little bit more, and teams were looking for that big, tough, strong guy,
that
too.
could take it. Mm-hmm. I got you.
Yeah, absolutely. That durability meant a little bit longer when watching the quarterback get power drives into the ground was the thing that the NFL and ESPN promoted.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Philip Rivers. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Big dude.
Yeah. I never thought that about Phillip Rivers. That's interesting, though. He did. Okay. Dang.
Yeah.
Thank you, Savage. See what you bring to us, man.
All right, let's talk.
Symbiotic.
This is a symbiotic relationship.
This is a great conversation right here. Tee me up, Bab.
For this symbiotic relationship conversation,
Savage look like he wants
I'm surprised, actually. Okay, what's your?
Go. Tee me up.
I don't even know how to tee you up. How about this? What do you think?
Okay,
Is it a symbiotic relationship?
Let me say this. These types of questions happen with losing. I'm just going to throw that out there. It happens with losing. And y'all know I hate using my old job to talk about my current job, but I'm a preface that by saying I need to talk about my old job to let you know what's the differences that I've seen, okay? So this is not still a network. I work for Titans Radio, and this is the flagship of the Titans, but I can use my experience. So here I go. We never had those questions in Pittsburgh about who's running the show and who's making the calls. We never talked about who's got more power. Because here's the thing. When Kevin Colbert, Mr. Rooney, and Coach Tomlin got together, they were always one. To say that Kev cared about who got credit, he could care less. Kevin Colbert, our old GM. Right now, it's the same conversation between Omar Khan and Coach Tomlin. Nobody cares about who's getting the credit and who has the power. The goal, ultimate goal, is led by Mr. Rooney that walks into that team meeting room every single year, and the number one goal to him is, win the North so that we can go ahead and continue on to our main goal, and that's winning the Super Bowl. And however way we got to get there is what it's going to take. Whoever is picking the pick don't matter at the end of the day, because if they all suck, everybody's getting fired anyway. So in year one, not even a year, and we're discussing Rand and Coach Rabel, why does it matter on who's getting the power? When right now you're sitting at 4-8. Clearly there are some issues, and clearly they don't have it all hashed out. So if it's perceived that Rabel has all the power, well, does that mean Rabel gets fired first? Or does it mean that they don't have the right amount of players to actually win the games that they want to? We're looking at a week where you're going into Derrick said he's fine. We'll see what Monday looks like. But Christian is out. Big Jeff is out. You got Josh Wiley who's injured. You lost your all-pro punter, in my opinion, probably the MVP of this team this year. So we're talking about wins and losses and who's in control. Right now, they're still figuring it out. And I heard Buck's conversation yesterday, too. Buck's done a lot of research on this, and his sources are very validated in his answers that he gave on his show when he said there are certain scouts that are pushing back that said, Rand hadn't told us all of that. And I actually had a conversation with Buck today about that. Just on the side, I was like, well, if there's a scout saying that Rand hadn't did A, B, C, D, and E to show them how to scout and what templates and stuff like that, maybe that scout is on his way out. And so selling state secrets to him doesn't matter. He's not going to be in the fold anyway. Like, it's lightly frustrating me that this is a conversation about who's in power when, let's go back 2 years, in Braves we trust. Vrabel Coach of the Year. Oh, we love him. And then you realize what the problem was in J-Rob, right? Not even just J-Rob being a problem. J-Rob's picks not sticking, whether that's him or Vrabel, right? And now we get a guy in that's telling you, I'm going to work with the head coach to get him the players that work for his system. While on top of that, having a new offensive coordinator, right? While on top of that, trying to figure out an offensive line, starting a rookie quarterback, but we're worried about which person in the building got the most power. The teams that do this well and win often usually have either a really strong team, like what the Cowboys got going on, because we know Jerry Jones has the most amount of power, but they have a really good, talented team. So talent ain't an issue with them. They're almost foolproof with what they've done. But when you're trying to build up a team and we're questioning who's in power and got the most power, I think that's one, because you're losing. And that's two, what is the culture inside that building that they both told us they're trying to reestablish? If you look at this team at the 53 active, plus the 12 to 16 that's on practice squad, I think that's the number. If I was to ask you that 53-man squad right now, who are your pillars? And I can't even throw Will Levis in that right now because he's a rookie. Your pillars may be Big Jeff and Peter Skoronski. That's it. With respect to Armani, with respect to Derrick, Tannehill, all those guys. If we're talking about the longevity of this team, we're talking about Big Jeff and Peter Skoronski, period. And from there, you build from there. And I think that's where they at. Like, I love the idea that this squad can go out and blow $80 million in free agency. You know what you get? You get a quick fix. You don't get sustainable winning. So I've even seen some devout fans on my new algorithm on Twitter saying Vrabel might not be the guy. He probably can't reach this new age of player. Dude, you just loved him 2 years ago. What changed? Like, there may be some truth to that, and he's got to mold himself up. But this is what we're talking about. Like, winning organizations don't spout about who's getting the power and praise. Winning like that, you know what happened the last time we can say that happened was Jerry Jones and their old coach, Jimmy Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What happened from Dallas after that? They've been in franchise hell trying to figure out what's their quarterback, how they win more Super Bowls. That's because Jerry Jones wanted to have the idea that he made that team, and it wasn't Jimmy Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Crumble.
No, that's a great response, Ramon. And you mentioned, you talk about, we're talking about, who has the power, but because of the losing, it's who has the power because who's to blame is the real question. So that's, that's
that guy
where
got
I
fired
think,
last year, though.
I know, but that is not we know here in this market, we know who are around this team. We can sit there and pull up, the draft picks that didn't work out and why this franchise is where they are right now. But the overall, national kind of picture and conversation doesn't take that into account,
No, and they never will. And I've been around some of those dudes before, too. And those dudes know just surface level, like some highly respected guys only know surface level with that. And, Baz, I'm all for a soap opera, though, too. But I'll tell you guys this, too. When it comes down to the game, savage to tell you. Well, when it comes down to, the way I went about my career, I've always had this mindset. I don't want nothing, nothing not sports-related affecting my game. I don't care if it's politics. I don't care if you got issues at home. I don't care if you hate the coach. When it comes down to us playing this game, which is a game that we're paid to do, then don't mess with it. We're in this thing to win. So I understand the idea that somebody's got to get blamed for this, but I'll say this too. At the time that Rand was hired and Vrabel and him decided they was going to be a conglomerate together, this cooperation that they have, there has to be time. And the question I have for people is, can you stomach watching it? Because it's either you watch it with Rand and Vrabel or you potentially watch it with Rand and somebody else. Those are the two options. Either way, you're going to have to go through it if you really want to be that team that has sustainability with winning. The same way you see Kansas City be good. The same way you see those types of teams like Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Let's be honest. Think about the good squad. They don't have this issue. It's okay, what's next? I can tell you everything about Baltimore and the template that they have as a team. They're going to always have outside linebackers. They're going to have a guy that plays somewhat solid at quarterback. Lamar is definitely solid. They're going to have a good offensive line, and they're going to sprinkle in some run game and some really good defense. What can you tell me the expectation about the Tennessee Titans in this present day that is their calling card that they live by? I know the idea that they want to play great defense or run, but what are they living by? That's where I think Rand and Vrabel are getting to. Like, what's the Tennessee Titans calling card? Savage, you could tell me what our calling card, couldn't you?
Yeah, ain't no question. Ain't no question about it.
Good stuff, Savage. Ramon Foster, Titans Radio, of course, on the sideline for games. And you can hear him every day on 104.5 The Zone, RK Dub. Those guys are crushing it in the morning. If you're not listening, you
Savage
need to.
life.
Ramon Foster.
By the way,
Foster on Twitter.
Me and Savage have a symbiotic relationship, too. When you say Savage, both of them. Tough.
That's what I'm talking about. Savage.
I know
That
y'all
is
do.
true, yes.
Very symbiotic.
I mean, y'all invented the word. Y'all are ensconced in each other. That's what y'all are.
That's what we're trying to get with Vrabel and Rand, man. Symbiotic relationship where they both get up on that podium and hoist that trophy up. Like, that's
Hoist.
the ultimate goal. Hoist.
Yeah.
They call it the sticky Lombardi.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you, Savage. Great to hear from you, man. Keep crushing it in the morning.
Good job, Ramon.
There he is, at Ramon Foster. When we come back, is Derrick Henry ready to go against the Miami Dolphins? He talked about it today. We'll tell you next. 3HL broadcasting live from Mount Juliet, Buffalo Wild Wings, 104.5 The Zone.
Shout out to anybody that's out there looking for lights. That's right. You come through in this area right here and the winter is knocking at your door and it knocks all your power out. You running around looking like, man, I need a light. I need a flashlight. I need a lighter. I need something. No, you ain't got to worry about that. Not if you got a generator outside that's going to hook up and kick on automatically. A Generac home standby generator right there is what you need. So don't
From
be left
Cove
out in the cold.
Generators.
That's right, Babs. Get them in.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
If you're going to get one of those,
It might as well be the one.
need to get it from Cove Generators.
Correct.
They can do maintenance on any generator, by the way. If you already have one and it's not working. And do you remember when we talked to them at Cove Generators and they told us all about their system and how they monitor and test and make sure that your generator is like ready to work before storms even come in?
Yep.
Don't you want that
You
for
have
your
to.
generator? I mean, they are awesome. Contact them today, 931-559-3311. You can visit them online, covegenerators.com, and get your Generac home standby generator from Cove Generators.
Stay connected to it all.
Will that song ever get old?
No. Instant classic.
That groove, too.
Yep.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live at Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Juliet again. Tomorrow, Buck Rising will be at Cedar Creek Marina from 4 until 6 o'clock. Your chance to win Preds tickets tomorrow.
I'm being told that there are going to be hecklers there.
At where?
Heck yeah, heckled the mess out of him.
Yeah, there's going to be hecklers at Scoreboard to heckle Buck while he's on the air.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, right?
I mean, I'm just letting you know.
But
that
Buck, here's what'll happen. Buck will heckle the hecklers.
So weird. He's so weird. Like, he thrives on stuff like that. That fuels him.
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah,
He should go do
fuels him.
Zanies one night. We go out there and heckle him.
We will go.
Put Panzika in the crowd. Right? I mean, that makes sense.
It does.
Did you see
Him and
he was
Bert.
going to take off tomorrow and then, like, forgot that he turned in the vacation day, so now he's not taking off?
Really?
Yeah.
He's like, I mean,
Yeah, I had.
I'm not doing anything.
We were all
so
scheduling
I want to
stuff.
go to work.
Buck, what are you doing? Get a grip, Buck.
Yep.
Sounds like something I would do.
I mean.
Forget that you requested it off. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to end the year with like 10 vacation days I didn't take.
I mean.
Do we get paid for those? If
No.
you don't take them?
Nope.
No, not
Do they carry over, Babs?
Nope.
Nope.
No, they do not.
Sounds like you've asked these questions before.
Yep.
I have.
Listen, the first couple of years, I keep taking mine.
You
off.
never take days off.
I take them right there with me. I got them all
The
stored.
only time I can really remember is when you went to Vegas for your 40th birthday
That
and
was
didn't come
different.
back.
Yeah, that was different.
You didn't have an exit plan.
Yeah, I had none.
He did not have a flight home.
No, I was just out there on the wing and a prayer, boy.
Minus the wing, you couldn't get a flight.
So quick. Yep.
Wing and a prayer.
Yeah, that was
I told Furman the other day, well, you missed the show. I was like, so, Furman, we're coming out there for the Super Bowl. You going to hook us up? And I was like, never mind. Slay's a better hookup in Vegas than you are.
I'm killing him. Well, just wait till we go out there.
Make sure you download the app, 104.5 The Zone app, if you
I know the
take
real
trips like
Mayor
we're
Vegas.
about to, as we broadcast live from Boston tomorrow. We
Boston.
do have a tentative guest list that I can give you here in a second. By the way, tomorrow,
There's some fun guests.
scheduled to be on the show, the commissioner of the ACC. What
This
do you
is
think happens
Impeccable timing.
when we ask about Florida State not getting in the college football playoff?
Perfect.
It's going to be.
Neither of these teams are ACC teams. Why is he there?
Probably to say what he's going to say on our show tomorrow to a lot of people.
Seems like that's on purpose.
I mean, game day's there too. Does he hop up there?
Probably.
Yes.
You most definitely. They want him.
Yes.
A
We'll
buck-
have him Friday.
They want him for sure.
So, yeah, well, I mean, it's – here, let me just pull this up. Keenan Reynolds, who is record-setting Navy quarterback who is from here, Clarksville.
He is awesome, too.
Yeah, Jacob Hester, who played fullback at LSU. They won the SEC down there. E.J. Manuel, who played at Florida State. The Secretary of the Army, Christine Warmuth.
Bad A.
We
That's
always get some cold blooded from
Mike
the military.
Oresco and Brian Jones from CBS Sports.
Oh,
Horns
you
down.
get to see him.
Horns down, baby.
So far, those are the locked away guests for tomorrow. We will also cover Titans Dolphins, of course, and any and everything that's going on in the world of sports for sure. Quick note, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson missed practice today due to an illness. Ravens offensive coordinator Todd Munson declined to comment
Wow.
about what was going on. I'm
Well,
like,
some things stay in the house.
dude, is that just the coordinator's like, hey, man, you want to know what's going on? Ask the head man. That's
Yeah, I ain't got
that's
nothing
for
to do
him
with
to
that.
say, not
I
me.
ain't got a thing to do with
would
it.
it
Or
be
ask Lamar. Like, maybe it's food
wasn't there.
poisoning. I'm saying when he gets back.
Right.
would it be in bad taste if Don trash talked the Secretary of the Army?
No, I don't think that was.
Why is she going to trash talk the Secretary of the Army?
The Secretary of the Army is a Maryland grad,
Oh.
Nice.
and that's who Auburn is playing
In the Music City Bowl.
Oh, dude, this ain't the horse situation, man. Look, they've got like dungeons and things that people don't know about that they could put you in.
A lot of
Like
stuff.
what happened to Dawn? I don't know. Like, nobody will tell
She
you.
gone.
Yeah, we can't fight for you.
It's
Can't
just
fight for you, Babs.
it's like the Hamburglar got canceled. So did Dawn.
Hey.
You got
It's
canceled.
like the Ole Miss Rebel.
Yeah, the Bear.
Gone.
Yeah, Colonel Reb.
Colonel Reb's gone.
That's just one of those gone that they don't even talk about. Like, we don't bring things up. Like, hey, do you have some winners there, Hunkster?
I have our final winner of the evening, as a matter of fact, for a pair of tickets to go to next week's Titans-Texans game. And the winner is Allie Deserick.
Yay, Allie.
She gone.
Allie Deserick.
She gone.
It's hard to hear in here, too. Y'all mean
Tesseract.
Y'all
Tesseract.
Here we go.
Say the name different.
I just went with what Eki told me again because it was kind of weird to say.
Look at Bob.
Bob's
leaving.
He's abandoning me in my time of need.
Bob may be going to find her.
All right, check the website for more chances to
Are you
win.
done?
Yeah, that was it. That was the last winner.
What are you doing?
I got my Auburn sunglasses on. I'm ready.
Hey, I give a shout out real quick.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey man, shout out to little Landon, man. Y'all give my young fella, man, a little prayer. Always coming up to our B-Dubs.
Yes.
He was at the Titans draft party. He's always everywhere, man. A hell of a Titans fan and Vols fan, might I add. So y'all, he having a difficult time, man. Y'all say some prayers for my guy, little Landon, man.
And for his mama, Ashley.
Definitely my Dukes, yeah, my Dukes too.
Prayers up, y'all. Stat of the day from Greg Cosell. Titans have 64 dropbacks with Will Levis on third down. 8 times he's been sacked. 14 times he's thrown for a first down. What's coming up next, Hunk?
Not Hope, apparently.
No, that would be the 3HL After Party brought to you by Awaken 180, followed by a snoozer of Patriots and Steelers.
Hey, I bet on it.
Giving you reasons to listen. That's what we do here. By the way, stay tuned tomorrow as Dawn goes after the Secretary of the Army. That's going to go well.
War damn Eagle.
Right when she sits down. Right when she sits down. All right, we're out of here. Love y'all. Good night. God bless. Thanks to all that came out here in Mount Juliet, Buffalo Wild Wings. Appreciate the love. We'll check you later.
See ya.
We don't want to be.